Oh, please God. And sorry, I was gonna say
Wow.
you got the first win buff, just like in Peaks. Just the first season
Hmm.
instant win.
Yes, it's true for Starlight.
All right.
I haven't won Phobia since season 19, I think, so that was
Oh,
a good gap for me.
oh my God, that was good.
Provided it doesn't get scrapped, of course.
Oh, I really hope it doesn't.
I think it was fine up until Brodator
That
reconnecting after the victory screen.
yeah, that's funny though. I
That
think
was it was
that
funny. I think because look, and it was what, like 7, 8 episodes. That was the last moment in the game. It was about he was able to log back on. I think if he didn't log back on, the server restarted and we couldn't play. He had no listed death. I
Let's
think.
go join above.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's true
Okay. Well, I
too.
just say one last time. Thanks for teaming, guys.
That
That was
was
really
great.
fun.
Yeah.
Also,
Thanks for
That was
thanks
a
for
lot of
staying while we
fun.
were still in the game. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
you
you
two
guys.
sticking
Yeah.
around for the rest
Thank
of
you,
the
Yeah.
game.
everyone.
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Would have been made to the season
Let's
if had we known
go.
this was
Let's
change
go.
number one, made pick.
What the heck? What? I got kicked from the server. What? No. Surely not. My post game. My post game. I'm gonna go talk to my friends. Yo,
Hey, Skyler.
I
Good
just
brain.
went
Hey, what's
so
up?
hard in Minecraft UHC, I got kicked from the Discord after winning.
You did what?
That's
I
beautiful.
got kicked
That's
from the Discord by the organizer of what I just played because I won so hard.
Bruh.
you smashed that hard.
I got I got the first kill. I got Iron Man, so I didn't take damage for
He's
longer
cutting
than
out.
anybody
Is
else.
it me lagging or is he cutting out?
Am I lagging?
No, he's good.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
First blood, Iron Man. I got the most kills and I got the dub. So I literally
Wow.
had a Wilt Chamberlain game.
100.
Yes, you got a quadruple double.
Pretty much. Well, technically quadruple single. But it's something like that. Like I got all of those and that's what matters. But now I'm
That is
not
fire.
in the Discord, so I can't talk to people after the game, and I don't know.
Oh, but it's not like it's like right. Like, don't you make discords for each round?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like they didn't like just kill you.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
not
like
like
from
I'm
that
not out of,
from
I'm
that-
out of- I'm just not allowed to play UHC ever again.
excommunicated.
You're
No,
asking
you just got kicked from
blacklisted.
that one. For a second, I was like, "Damn, that seems pretty harsh." But then I forgot that you make like there's like multiple discords.
Yeah. I'm surprised I have.
You have a thing for getting kicked from discords.
Do I?
Yeah, TJ kicked you a bunch.
That's like one thing.
Yeah, Jen kicked you onto the floor. That's like kind of
Yeah,
similar.
that's true.
It's not exactly the same, but it's definitely similar for sure.
Do you still drink beer sometimes
Oh yeah,
in the PM?
Yep. Had one last night in the bathtub.
Oh yeah.
I'm really happy you're still sticking to your roots.
Probably like. Oh yeah, we can't do that. Oh wait, I can get on. No, you just play. You know what? Yeah, are we playing on rated? A
We
Swift
can
player?
do unrated, yeah.
I probably have approximately 2 beers a week. I would say that's probably the number.
Oh, that's a very good number.
Maybe
No,
3. Maybe 3 if it's
a lot better than me.
than.
I probably have like
You drinking like crazy out in California?
I have like 6 glasses of wine a week.
Oh, that's not okay. That's like really. It's like I mean
That is like
that's like pretty normal. Like I mean like it's a middle-aged white woman is like rookie numbers. That's like it's that's not like that much. You aren't in the Napa Valley.
yeah, it's about an hour drive.
I assume wine is.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your
I
favorite?
guess
What's your favorite kind of wine at the moment?
I like Josh. Cabernet.
Oh, That yeah,
Tommy none.
that my. You know what's hilarious?
Dude, Josh is it's so good. Like I haven't had any wine that like.
It is. I don't like wine. I've really tried. Like I've actually tried so many times because my parents.
I got invited back. See you later.
All right, good.
So
Hello.
Yeah,
you kicked it from the Discord.
The thing I
Not all
realized while
teams.
spectating is that like people had like very limited arrows, but like way too much healing, and because of all the ores, like getting like tier 3 stuff was just super bloody easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
bow
thought
shots were doing like maybe half a heart to me.
yeah, I
It
thought
reminded
the
me more
arrows
of,
would
like,
be
underground parallel.
Well, that's just
and
UHC
stuff.
now too. Like people
Yeah, I
have
thought the
2, 3
arrows-
all the time.
I thought the arrows would be chill because I put more arrows in the bartering, but
I probably
I
got
My
a lot
team-
of my
my-
arrows in
okay.
I
bartering.
think some people didn't even bother. I think
My
some
team
people
wasn't
actually
shitting
played
arrows
diligent.
out our ass or anything, but like we had enough to fight people. So
We had enough for our
Yeah.
first fight, and then I think we picked up enough after that.
I was also surprised that at the beginning you could get obsidian from like chests and stuff in like the villages. I thought,
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah,
just, like,
yeah,
just
Starlight
bothering.
found some of those.
That's how me and
yeah,
Rocket
so
made it.
some of like the swapped structures had like swapped loot
I'll
as
be right
well.
back.
I need to feed my
It just
cats.
kind of makes the
Please
first
don't
world
kick me
feel
from
like
the round
it's
again.
kind of made the first world feel kind of pointless because like I think Butter got into like the overworld in like 18 minutes.
The idea was kind of that. I think I mentioned this in the chat as well. The idea was kind of that the first world was like its own little like mini game because it had a time limit on it naturally because of the go to hell. So the idea was to kind of like put a little twist on it to make it kind of feel like you're playing like you're playing like one game in the first world, then you go to the second world and you play your own game. But I think that some of the benefits, quote unquote benefits of the first world weren't really strong enough to kind of like make that game more interesting. Plus combined with the piglins.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what any of the benefits were from the first world, aside from like maybe potions.
It's like, yeah, potions also, but like I think potions, but also some of the resources that were a little harder to get in the second world, like stuff like I think arrows and also being able to get books was a lot harder to get in the second one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I
what
got a lot
I'm
of books from the bartering.
I think apples from Barding might have been good as like a little rare drop, but I think there could be more to make the mini game.
I'm also
the
going to
first
speak
world more interesting.
anecdotally and just say I'm not sure I've ever been so scared playing Phobia as I was when I had to get the fuck to the second world ASAP. Like that's really, you know, if
That
if
was
the
cool.
The first, if the purpose of the first world was just to terrify you, I think it did a great job.
Yeah, I think it's probably.
the first world was terrifying.
I think it's probably the best that we've been able to like make a game mode stressful.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
The first world was very stressful. But also the loop back around. I think the third change that I would make to the season, it wasn't super prevalent as the other two, but I think the third change I would make is nether portal connections being 1-to-1 as opposed to 8-to-1, so that people would not spawn all around 0-0.
Is that possible
Yeah.
to do?
I think there is like plugins that do that. So Leon would be able to do it if he had more than a week to prepare. Yeah.
I full diamond guy.
Hey, M50, did I like hurt you somehow?
No,
Oh my
I
God.
just feel like
So
this is
sensual.
This is me giving back all of those years of joy you've gifted me. I'm just trying to do my part.
I will say, Dom, the moment I was like exploring a mineshaft underground, I just heard a blaze. I was trying to go, fuck you guys. Like, that was evil.
You don't have to worry about cave spiders in those structures, but there's blazes in there.
But yeah, no. Seconded on the like this was a scary game. I think.
Yeah, it's like I think this as a whole. I think the season worked despite the game mode.
Yeah,
the game mode was definitely rigged in a way to ruin the season, but I don't think it did.
I think since everybody was overpowered, no one was overpowered. Is what it
I think-
boiled down to.
That's what I was saying. Is
I think Wibble was really the only person who truly got affected by it.
Yeah, I think from what I can tell, like everyone is like maybe not like glowing about the season, but people are cool with it. The only person who really had an awful time is Wibble.
Fantastic season. I don't know if I played a better season of Minecraft UHC.
I thought I wasn't gonna make it to the overworld.
I can't vouch for like anyone who died in like the first world, like Flues.
What about that?
Was Flues upset about his death?
He wasn't sad, but he was very like he was defeated like long before it happened. All over the place and just could not find it. And so he was trying to find portals and then finally found like piglins after searching for probably over an hour, and then he just like his foot hit lava and he burned to death.
Oh.
And then Diana literally found a woodland mansion in the first world, and we were like, nothing should spawn in there. And then a Vindicator one hit her.
Oh
And
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Rocket forgot PvP was on, and he was like, "Hey, fruit just came through the portal," and then he was like, "He's quitting
Got
me
shot
out."
once because he was 1 HP.
Yeah, meanwhile, Fruit Logic went, "Oh my god, Rocket is here," and he's just standing there.
And I'm yelling,
I'm
"One
gonna
HP,
go click on
1
him.
HP."
Yeah,
He was
That was
on
the fate of
1%
my team.
after
I
hit him
saw
a few
Rocket
times.
for a few seconds, but
Okay.
Yeah, I ran into
go.
Rocket
Thanks for
on the
hosting.
ground in the first world.
Sweet, thanks
Have a good one, Shop.
Good
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go.
yeah.
I'm gonna go play Elden Ring. Thank you guys for organising.
Thank you for playing.
The stress from leaving the first world was pretty crazy
Oh.
because our goal was to find each other in the first world and then all go into the nether portal at the same time. But
Did
for a
any
while,
of your teammates find you with that goat horn?
yes, actually.
TJ uploaded my death, by the way, if you want to watch my point of view of getting fucking
I
comboed
got-
in the water by you.
with a stone sword.
Yeah, I think it would. I think the first world also could be more interesting. Again, like the balance between do you like go for the obsidian grind as a solo in the first world and then meet up in the second one, or do you try and meet up in the first one?
Yeah,
I feel like that probably would have been that would
to stay in the first world for any longer than you could.
I feel like that. I feel like that
really
debate
struggling to get Obby, but
yeah, I feel like the debate would have been like more interesting if it wasn't so difficult to get to the second world, because then you have to like actually like dedicate like intense amount of time to get the piglins and stuff, and it doesn't give you room to do other stuff.
I think if I were to,
there was lava everywhere. Like I spawned on an island and I couldn't get out until like a few minutes in the game.
I think if I were to suggest anything to help out with the first world issues was to make it so some way where you could find your teammates. That way, so like you can like if I got 6 obsidian and someone else got 5, then like if there was a way to like
everybody got like fireworks or something.
That or some sort of like way to like craft like a compass to find your like a certain like custom craft.
How big
where
was
you
the
can
first
like
world? Was it like the same as the other world, the second world?
Yeah, it would have been just same size. Yeah,
So it was like
1,000
2,500 by 2,500, right?
probably something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gigantic.
Yeah, first world could have been smaller too. Yeah.
If it was smaller,
Yeah.
that would've-
Although I feel like if it was smaller, people would definitely have fought a lot more in the first world, which I'm not sure would have been the greatest thing.
It would have been kind of interesting.
I mean,
'cause you don't
M50
see
made
people
gold
fight each
armor.
other with no armor.
M50
and like,
made full
gold armor
gold.
would have been more viable. Like if you wanted to, like there would have been more strategy with like gold armor if the world was smaller. and there was more
I had a
in the first world.
crossbow and 50 arrows. So I saw Jared and I think I shot one shot at him and he beelined it.
My strategy going into the second world, because I heard from my other teammates who came in first, just the proliferation of gear that there was there. My strategy coming in was to say, okay, if everybody's up here and you can't see my hand, but I'm putting it really high, like I'm standing at the bar, then I want to come in down here and I have my hand at the floor. And that meant that I took off all my armor. I said, let me just come in, mine 87 diamonds, but make it look like I'm like, you know, an Oliver Twist peasant asking for change. And then before you knew it, you know, nobody was shooting at me, and then I won the game.
So
Yeah.
Brody, Cub's plan was exactly that.
Okay.
He had all the armor. It's just he wasn't putting it on yet.
Oh wow!
There you go.
And he saw you first. He saw you kind of swimming around. And then
why
to
did he
throw
only
it
craft
on.
half diamond then? He could have. He didn't make that full. He didn't put a full set of armor on.
Yeah.
I think he only had half.
Oh, okay.
I
think he was making it as he got
some. Everyone.
Right. Yeah.
At least it didn't work out with Talon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That
that
would just not been nice and just gone straight towards Scuba.
All right, I'm gonna dip and eat some food. Thanks for having me. I had
Hey,
fun.
good one.
GG's everybody.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Fruit, I am so sad that Rocket didn't hit you.
I am so happy that he didn't.
I was like actually still frustrated with the lag. Like it only happened at meetup, and I don't know why.
I never experienced it. That's why like when people would mention like, oh yeah, he's lagging, I was like, what?
It only happened at meetup.
I
like,
didn't have any lag all game.
like it started happening when we first started fighting Dom's team, and then we went.
I think I had a little bit of lag when I
very laggy.
first entered, but that's kind of normal.
I don't know what was causing it because I didn't have any issues during the entire game.
Yeah, I couldn't
was
figure out
my
what it was either
aura.
because it seemed like
Was
it's right.
You were like, this man is
Oh.
about a top frag, and when
You know, this is
Iron
giving
Man
me.
and first
I'm
blood-
going to use a firm word here. I'm going to say this is high key giving me Inseparable season 2, if that rings a bell for anybody. With these teams, the double dates. Come on.
I mean,
Was that the
a
one?
lot
with,
of UHCs have been doing double dates, but
Was that
Yeah,
the
but
one
they were
with
like
Tommy
the
and Raven?
first.
Or was that season
Yes,
1?
and they also paired Sugar and MJ as a team, which is why it made me think of it.
Okay, I was about to say that was the. I looked at it and I was like,
I feel
really do
like
feel bad for
I
Liz,
feel like
though.
I
That's
knew
such a
I
shitty way to
figured out
go.
most of the team of twos from like the. I think they were pretty easy to figure out.
You knew that you were with Talon.
Yeah,
I kind of
100%.
forgot that there was like 2 pairs of 2s.
Like the only one that let me look. The only one I didn't think that was a pair. I feel maybe the red team, Mark's team, was a little less harder to guess, but like
Well, my team was from the get-go, and you can debate whether this was fair or not, but was analyzing teams and saying, oh, these people are at an advantage, these people are at a disadvantage. But I feel like the gear settled everything out, and it became much more about numbers than it became about the teammates.
That's
You know
why
what I'm
I was
saying?
terrified of the purple team when it was those 3, and then me.
I honestly thought you had the best team in the game.
That's why I was super glad that we at least took out 2 of the light blue team. That was the only team of 4 left.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, at least we didn't just hand them a win. But
I guess I haven't really talked about that, so I guess I will ask. Did anyone have any qualms with the teams?
Red team looked
either
very
in terms of like
Red team?
balancing or
Yes, red team looked very scary. Marcus,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
like,
thought
but
you
I'm
guys
not
were
even
stacked.
good, but red team was definitely.
No, I thought I think like the only 2 teams that were like above the rest, I think was Aqua and Red.
I think the team that won scared us the most, but I think it was mostly because towards the end they were the only team of 4 left.
Right.
Yeah, we were together for.
But
Like,
if it weren't for the fact that they were the only team of 4 left, I would say it was fine. Like, I mean, it'd be the same situation.
I don't think there's
though.
a team that was like OP on killable.
The only
I just think they probably had the edge.
maybe like Collins'
They were
team
just-
was on the weaker side compared to the rest of them.
There were
they had
scary
Cold
teams
Bacon
and there were
and
not so scary teams. It's just like there wasn't one team that you were just like, oh well, fuck, dude.
I mean,
that's
when I came through the portal originally, I saw like 3 or 4 other portals, and I saw Rocket, who was in like half armor, or like I think he was full armor, but he has weird pieces just like I did, and he dropped like 10 diamonds, and I mined a vein of 8 diamonds. I was like, wow, I got really lucky with diamonds. And then I look across and I see another 3/4 diamond in Cold Bacon, and then I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like that.
Oh, actually, yeah, wait, that's a good question. At the end of Ep 2, were you guys all already like pretty geared when you guys were sitting there chilling?
No, it was
'Cause
just
I saw Starlight.
It was just me and Starlight at that point.
Did you have any armor?
Yeah, we were both like
Oh, okay.
half or 3/4 at that point.
Oh, okay. So yeah, good thing I saw Starlight like on 6 hearts, like 50 blocks away from me, but I didn't like it through the wall.
Oh yeah, you,
And
yeah,
I
I
was,
got blown
but
up
I
by
was
a
in a leather
creeper.
chest
You could've
plate.
killed
I was
me
in a
easily.
leather chest plate.
Oh
So
yeah, you probably would not.
I don't know. I was in a leather chest plate with a stone sword. I might have died still. I think I was I think if I ran in, I was running to my death.
Yeah, I
and
did
plus
have an iron sword at that point, so
the red team was also like just chilling at 0-0, and so that's what, and especially why I was scared of them, because I thought they were just camping and waiting for people. Like they killed Talon, which I assume happened at 0-0.
Oh no!
Yep,
Okay,
happened
so,
already.
so
I
what
just
happened at
watched your
Talon
death.
Was I
Yeah,
came out
just
of my
got
portal,
pushed into
and,
a corner, bullied.
Yeah, and then like the
basically-
screen animation was glitching out,
Uh,
so I couldn't do anything.
So Jake and Skylar were already in the second world and had like almost full diamond, and then I came into the second world and stayed underground because I didn't want to go up with full gold armor when there were full diamond people running around.
Mhm.
And then they said they saw Talent in a chest plate, so I'm like, I just a gold chest plate, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go straight
Yeah.
up to the surface now. And then I
So-
found him 9 in ores and I just shot him 3 times.
We didn't realize that Arctic had a thing with their invis pots, because we were definitely going to make invisible potions.
Oh yeah, I feel like
Because
think
I
picked up
found
golden carrot.
I
from
found
somebody.
I found carrots in a
What doesn't
what's it
work
called?
about it?
I found carrots in a pillager outpost in the first world.
Ah.
Yeah, but
So we were gonna
what
make golden
didn't work,
carrot.
though? Why didn't it work?
Arctic.
Is it just disabled?
It shows their name tag.
Oh, it's because it's still a 1.8. It's possible on here.
No,
I think it's just
the server's 120, so
It shouldn't work. It shouldn't do that then.
No.
I think it
I
got fixed in
lied
this
to them.
version.
Did you guys?
I've got
did you guys
a,
make them and
1.9.
test it and it did that, or
We didn't test it because we didn't have enough other work.
did you see other people, or do you see your own teammates' name tags?
I think someone just had mentioned that it doesn't work on Arctic.
No, I don't.
That's not an Arctic problem. That's a 1.8 problem.
Is
It's
it?
not 1.8, so yeah.
Yeah, so it got fixed in these versions. So you could have done it.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, thinking back with how geared people were, I don't think there would have been too much benefit
I think
to it.
you were genuinely better off just wearing full diamond. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
You speak up when people put full diamond on the combo.
Yeah.
Maybe like if one of you had survived to the end of the game, it could have come in clutch at like the very end.
Yeah.
If you could have just sat and like 2-tapped someone after a melee fight.
I think the biggest thing that I could think of would be like invisible potion bed bombing.
True. You would almost definitely die because you'd have no armor on.
Yeah, exactly.
Found a lot of
that's like a
cheap
last ditch
figured out bed bombing.
They don't even
Yes,
Majora had like a hotbar full of them at one point.
Oh yeah. So light blue. I don't know if I think it was Fruit that saw us in that like little tunnel that we had.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw you guys' name tag,
We
and I was like, "Oh, Yellow's just chilling over here." And then I went away and I saw you guys peeking through, and I was like, "Do they think I don't see them?" Because I didn't see all
No,
three of them.
we were hoping that like your whole I think Majora said that your whole team was there.
Mhm.
So we were hoping that the whole team was gonna come scrambling in through that hole, and Majora was gonna sacrifice bed bomb your entire team.
No, I think I was the only one that got anywhere close to that. And I was like, "Oh, Yellow team's on the other side over there," and my teammates were like, "Oh, okay." It's like we just kept cutting down trees and enchanting and stuff.
Yeah, we were hoping that you guys would have started flooding in. Majora would have sacrificed bed bombed himself.
Would have changed the course of
They
the
kill
game
three.
for sure.
We thought that killing two of you guys would have changed the course of the game.
Yeah, but you killed the bad person on the team, so that didn't
Well, it wasn't on purpose. You got stuck in a tree.
Havenhand's move there was crazy. Him just like he lurched for
he got me to either 2 or 1.5, and I was like, "It's over."
Yeah, 2 hearts. Yeah.
Well, we had strength pots, so we drank strength, speed, and then I splashed a fire res.
How crazy, Fruit, that we didn't get any of that because we got scared off the
Yeah,
loot
we
reel.
didn't- I didn't know you guys did like any pots at all.
Yeah.
Oh no, we had one of each.
I don't know how many.
So it was like it was a one time use.
Yeah.
So
I don't
we
think
were just like
many pots because my
Okay,
team.
well, I hate to
I
leave the party, but I'm gonna head out. I just want to say thanks for hosting.
Thanks for
I am
today, bro.
And have a good night, everybody. I hope this gets kept. Okay.
It will be. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Wilt Chamberlain. Holy smoke.
But yeah, it was it was quite crazy. I mean, like
Is
we
there
just
a kill board?
Majora hit me.
There's no kill board because of the stuff at the end of the game.
Yeah, I tried to turn the kill board on, but like I didn't know. I gotta be honest. I was fumbling commands like
The
crazy.
best thing that we can do probably is if someone who lasted till the end of the season, so like one of the winners or Joey, can upload their full POV on Unlisted.
Yeah, I should have
And
recorded
then
while
I can watch through it and try and take note of all the kills.
Wait, Brody, you created a death log, right?
I didn't get to finish it because I was planning to do it like go back, through the season.
Oh, right.
I have up until I die.
I see. Okay.
So I have the first 6 deaths, which I guess I can.
Big if true.
The game ending when Brody was still alive is so funny.
Oh, also one thing that broke in the game mode that I actually think might have made things a little bit more interesting, other than the go to hell not activating, which was just I think it wasn't to our benefit, was the gas spawning. The gas should not have been spawning in the first 10 minutes, but they did. But I also thought it was kind of interesting.
I had one for 10 minutes. I was in a village, I just kind of hid behind the houses.
Because the main thing I was worried with gas spawns was if there was like multiple of them and you'd have nothing. But like if you have one and you're like there's a forest, like it just became like its own different danger. I thought it was fine.
Yeah. I think Majora got hit by one when he had no armor and it took away like half of his health, but he was standing still.
Yeah, okay, that's entirely his fault.
And then, yeah. I mean, it's Majora, but I mean, it was a lot. It was very interesting because he was right next to a lava pool. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was about to just stand on top of this 1x1 bridge while there's a gas nearby because he was trying to find our portal."
Also, one other thing I want to mention as well. I hope your guys' game didn't get too bit damaged by the fact that we started without Kubislav being on the server.
It ruined my game.
No, it didn't.
I don't know. What happened there? Who started it? Was it Leon or?
I think Leon just said I start the game in 30 seconds and then did not pay attention to the fact that Kubislav logged off.
Yeah, I don't think it really made too much of a difference.
Okay.
I think the only difference it made is the fact that
Aqua Team.
That was Fruit Logic and his gang of devious monsters.
Okay, I'll say that doesn't help me at all.
Michael.
Michael, Max 50.
Okay, now it makes sense.
It was Fruit and Max 50 alive, Michael and Starlight dead.
Yeah, I'm glad Majora got on the kill board.
Did my team at least do something after I died?
Flus died not long after, and it was just Colin as a solo who put in a good effort, but it was like tough to really do anything in the situation that existed.
I'm guessing we're keeping it.
Yeah, game mode scuffed, but season was still good. So
we're probably going to aim to have like another season quite soon because there was.
The structures, I kind of had a list of ones in mind to swap. I wasn't really thinking about the Woodland Mansion.
Yeah, because the structures were there and they were changed to the nether blocks, and I went through a decent portion of it before I even heard one of them. But I was like half paying attention to the sounds, and I was like, "Oh, maybe this is a piglin," because I've been looking all over for the fucking things. And yeah, nope, he one shot me. I was at 7 hearts.
Yeah, I think I'll have to keep the Woodland Mansions in mind a little bit more.
Yeah.
There was like a set list of structures. Like I also wasn't factoring in like the piglin the pillager outposts as well.
Was there?
There was one, yeah.
Me too.
I think
those are rare.
It's amazing that we haven't
had to say
TL once this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, stuff like that. I think is like it's not like big important to fix, but like probably would be good if it was changed a little.
Yup. Oh my god. Wow.
Leon's
I had a lot of fun
gas
though.
broke.
I was talking to Majora. The last time I talked to Majora was 11 years ago.
Jeez.
Fucking hell. Okay, yes, I think
play Minecraft days.
Yeah, as Mark said, the season wasn't bad, but obviously it's a little scuffed. We kind of want to give like a little bit of a better showing, so we're probably going to be ramping up on some season 27 stuff. So it will not be in 7 months. It will be sooner than that.
7 days.
So you're doing better than me.
Hey, the Phobia 2.
Yeah, exactly. That's what season.
Next time we start in heaven and move to hell.
Yeah, it's going to be
Evo, I mean, sorry, Evo, because it's been a while, and I've done absolutely nothing for this next season because I am extremely checked out.
I think it's
when it comes to responsibilities.
No, that's fair. Honestly, like not organizing a UHC is kind of like luxury.
It was in April.
It's just been like I had a really busy summer with like my trip to Vegas and stuff, and then work was like really crazy busy, and then work slowed down and school ramped up. But I graduate next month, so
I handed off all my organization for international to Gavin and Greep, and they've been like running it, but I've also like been throwing out like a bunch of I'm helping out where I can.
See, I'm a control freak, so I don't have a co-organizer since Parker.
About me. I'm behind them.
Since I forced him to step down because he hadn't actually done any organizing since season 2.
Forced him to step down.
Season 6, I put my foot down, or season 7, one of the two.
Well, if it was just me organizing international again, it would have died ages ago.
Right? Yeah, that's fair.
Because I just had so much shit going on, so I pretty much was like, hey, either we can keep this 11-year-old recorded around, if I just step down and just help out wherever I can.
Honestly, I think I'm kind of like I think I'm not doing myself any favors because I have a bit of a bad habit of just kind of like seeing stuff needs to be done with like organization with Phobia, and then like despite the fact that there's like there's 2 entire other organizers, I just go, yeah, I'm gonna do this myself. For some reason I'm just really bad at delegating tasks and I just put all the shit on me.
So am I. I would rather just do it myself because I know I'll do it the way I want it to be done. And I don't want to have to take somebody else's work and be like, yeah, I don't like this.
My biggest issue personally is I shoot too high. I have such high like I have good ideas, but I have no idea how to even like get it moving. And most of the time it kind of like flops over because I just have way too much on my plate.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of I'm a similar boat, Dana. I'm like half perfectionist, and then the other half is just like I feel bad about asking other people to do shit for me.
Yeah,
maybe it's the fact I view it as it being for me is probably a stepping stone there, and I say that out loud.
I mean, it's the same way where like you see my round, and it's like you look at the credits, and usually I did everything.
You have one credits page on your intro, and it's just you and a list of all of the things you did.
Yeah. I mean, I try to help out wherever I can, especially for international wise. But like, there was a good portion of time. My biggest discerning. I don't know what the word for it is, but like. Something that kind of pushed me away from organizing a bunch is anytime I wanted to do something bad came up, and something went wrong every single time, and it was like not my fault. like a different scenario would be on and break the entire game mode, or like something like a small thing that I tested 9 out of 10 times wasn't there. But for some reason, that like the game mode happens, and then all of a sudden, that one issue pops up.
Yeah, this is why I have my own server.
The last New Dawn season, we had to scrap the first attempt because we didn't turn the game mode on.
Thank God, because it was my only death to PvE.
It broke, and we had to. It broke because when someone died, they infinitely died. It would just keep killing them over and over and over every second.
Put it on my channel.
Every single season of Mystery Box, there was always something that went seriously wrong that I had no control over, and it really demotivated me to do any sort of work.
I mean,
the only one was season 1.
Yeah,
that was the only.
No, season 1 had a lot wrong. What do you mean?
Well, exactly.
Like 1 was like the only one that like major problem. Like I think the other ones have some small problems, but just people complaining.
I forget what's. I honestly kind of forget all the game modes, but like the one with all the water, people were not supposed to have Dolphin's Grace, and then because people it's just people were moving 9 million miles an hour, and then that kind of like ruined the entire. Like it demotivated me, and then the zombies one, people were getting like blindness and a bunch of other stuff, and then the explosions didn't really work how I wanted them to. So then people kept on dying to like explosions randomly. And then the one where it was like quadrant scenarios, that one broke because I had asked someone to get rid of a certain scenario, and they forgot to get rid of the scenario. So the day of recording, all of a sudden people kept on dying. I was just like, all right, well, this demoralizing.
Don't miss
remember that one
that much. I'll be honest.
I had asked Ripper to code something for me so I could do one more go at it and then call it.
Yeah, I still have the game mode you sent me.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna do something simple. There was. I think it was a data file or like data pack that I sent you. It was like the Sky Island one.
Yeah.
And I did a couple testing for it, and it turned out pretty decent. It's just I because of how many things have gone wrong in the past with previous.
It's like a while
ago. Organizing and stuff. It just I have to make sure it's like absolutely perfect before I start getting people to actually play.
I'm pretty sure the data pack was for like 117.
It is because 117 very specifically, you can do those kind of world generations. You can't do those kind of
Yeah.
world generations in 1.18 plus.
Yeah, that's one I still had my server in 117.
You guys know how like ADHD medication is supposed to help you hyper focus on the things that are actually important?
Every time for me, it would make me hyper focus on something that's not.
Same.
Yeah, it would be real nice.
Targeted ADHD.
I took it right before Phobia. That did seem to help, but I mean, I spent like an hour of my day going through my old UHC clips on my YouTube channel that I uploaded because I wanted to see which one had the most views out of because I was just randomly curious after I uploaded Phobia. And then instead of doing it the easy way, I decided to go through the playlist and click on each video and watch some of them and look at the views and compare them instead of just, yeah. So I realized my number 9 has the most, and it's the one where I accidentally killed my teammate Hunter Coon in the Nether.
How many teammates? Who did that?
And it's my favorite video, and I've shown it to like.
Actually, that's a good. I'm glad you brought that up, Mark. What happened?
Okay, so
so we went in for melee at the end of the fight because we had our potions and we were out of healing. And then Butter was on like 2 hearts, so I thought, okay, I can get the last hit on Butter. He's right in front of me. And then Butter plays his blocks. I get caught on the blocks. Skylord runs in front of me, and I just see someone run in front of me, so I just start swinging. And I think I only hit him like 2 times, but it was enough to kill him.
Oh my god!
It was just like you guys are having this chaotic ass melee fight at that point. Butter, you guys like started to drop Butter, but then Butter got away and blocked up, and
our POV is very funny for that because it's basically just me, Gus, and Bill like just playing the game, and then just Brody freaking the fuck out in the call.
I was about to kill Bill, and then we saw the chat, and he was like, "Okay, I just got here." So we were like, "Okay, let's."
At least you got 1 kill.
Big impact frag.
But no, my best reaction was definitely the melee between Yellow and Aqua, and when Majora started comboing Max, I freaked out and then went, "Oh, sorry."
it was just fun to get this out of context. I
was trying not to spoil, and then I couldn't help it when Majora got a combo.
Yeah, because Majora was on like half health or something, and then Max barely killed him and was almost dead, and I was like, how did that happen?
Majora got like a 4-hit combo, I think. It was crazy.
Majora got that 1 extra hit. This whole season changes.
True. Same with
if Majora didn't hit me twice with strength and a sharpness 1 diamond sword, I would have lived against Michael 1-tapping me. Majora did more damage to me than any of Blue Team. I think Starlight did just as much.
He just had blood in his eyes, man. He was going crazy.
Dude, he was going for anyone that bled red.
I thought our game was over after that fight.
I thought so too.
Also, I want to put it on record as well that at the start of the game, when Kubasov crashed at the scatter, and he wasn't like we weren't even sure if he'd be able to come back. So once we had 28 people, I got a message from Flop saying that he could play, and I was like, okay, we're full on teams. We can't like we can't make space for you. And he was like, okay, that's chill. But then when Kubaslov died at the start of the game, I messaged Flop being like, hey, you think you could like sub in like the middle of episode 1? Fortunately, I think he had taken up some plans, so he could no longer. But it could have been a little funny switch up.
Playing on his mobile hotspot because his Wi-Fi went out for like 20 minutes.
Jesus, the dedication, the grind set.
He's like, all right, guys, I'm back. I had to go on hotspot.
Why did he drown?
Wait,
he was
someone drowned?
Yeah.
Kuba, I was meleeing him in the water.
And then he was trying to get away, and he like swam into a ravine and couldn't get up.
I meleeed him down to 1 heart, and then he drowned while I was swimming after him.
Got it.
So it might be a U kill.
Like, yeah, we were. It's funny as well.
We're debating because we're discussing it because it's not a vanilla Minecraft, but it's like we it's not like he got away for a particularly long time. So I think the RR stats group, like the people that do the stats for the
Yeah,
RR,
yeah.
they would almost definitely count that as a kill.
It's a 20-second timer until the last hit.
Yeah, it would definitely be a kill for that. It's just I think Dom said he'd probably just count it.
Yeah, I think even regardless of like the time, it was just like
they were
you basically.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch. I linked the YouTube video somewhere up if you scroll up in general, and you can watch and decide.
It's the equivalent of if you're fighting someone and then running away from them real quick and then falling off a cliff. It's the exact equivalent.
It was also funny listening to Brody like basically watching Kubislav. He was like, "Oh, he's got like no armor. I think he might have just come in. I don't really want to go for him." And then he just sees him go into a crafting table and put on half diamond. And he was like, "Oh no, if I'm gonna kill this guy."
Thing is, that hesitation might be what cost me too, because I could have just ran up.
Yeah, could go the easy kill.
Although I don't know, we were pretty geared up top.
Yeah.
I think everyone. Well, I think everyone had crazy shit. Where'd you get your smithing template from, Fruit?
I do not know. I want to say somebody on yellow team had it. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I got a sharp free netherite sword from
I think
someone.
I think Majora had one.
I think that was Butter. Or...
Yeah, I had one.
And then
I had one early in the game, but I left it behind because I don't.
Yeah, I don't know where people found the
netherite
templates.
ingot that I got.
There you go, Brody.
Was from Mikhail,
Oh, you got yours. Awesome.
when he died, I didn't pick up the bundle that the ingot was in until after we killed Bill, because he had the bundle that Mikhail had for some reason.
Well, no, I had a bundle. My bundle that I stored with me. I put my netherite ingot in there.
Oh, okay.
So that might be my bundle.
If Bill picked that one,
And I made I made 2 netherite ingots, and then we realized that.
Bill when I died, Bill picked up my healing, so he might have also picked up my bundle.
Then yeah, I guess so.
Dude, it looks so fucked from your perspective, TJ. I'm like glitching, swimming into you and swinging, and nothing's happening.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
Oh, it's fucked.
Well, I can't see general chat because I don't have a role.
Oh yeah, like banned you.
I was like, where are these people watching these?
Damn.
Yeah,
dude, it's so funny watching. I'm just like spasming there. It looks crazy.
You're trying your best. And I'm just like, why is he not hitting me back? Because if you hit me, like, I think
I had to hit you one more time and you were dead. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, absolutely.
You should be able to see it now for it.
Yeah.
I think if it weren't for you having issues, I probably like the moment you hit me once, I would have swam away.
I made a list. There are so many like things that could have gone differently, and me missing every single like tick on the bucket list is like it killed my odds.
Anyone who knows like a lot of RR history, is this my first time like team killing someone?
I have no idea.
I think it is.
That's a bit too obscure for me to know off the top of my head.
I mean, Ripper did post. We have an archive of all the Ripper trivia, so I can go in a team.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did do a team kill one a while back.
Number 1 was Shy Gus.
Well, it will only show up if you had multiple team kills, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is the only time I've killed or been like I've not been team killed either.
Actually, I think looking at it now, Brody, I think if you were to hit me one more time, I'd be at half a heart.
Oh damn!
Biggest team killers.
Shy Gus said like 20 team kills.
You're definitely not in it. So
we also thought everyone else were gonna have the same idea that we had about meeting up in the overworld, and then or the first world.
That was
and then
like
going together.
There was too much lava for us to do that. Like,
I don't know. Just once we realized there was not really any reason to stay in the first world, I had like enough obby at the start of episode 2, so I just ran looking for my teammates for a bit, and then eventually everybody just got their own obsidian, so we left.
Yeah, I think there was probably there's probably an interesting mini game that could have been played with the first world had it been like balanced a little better, but sadly that did not work out.
Brody, did
what
you
were the
end
diamond rates in the
a million?
Too high.
A million.
Disgusting.
Cold was saying how when they got to surface or whatever, there was just like a shit ton of diamonds all around them.
Yeah, we killed Brody, and I only had a diamond chest plate and a stone sword. I killed him. He had full diamond, and he had a stack of gold and a stack of diamonds
in my inventory. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not even like that crazy because
that was in the span of like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was definitely That was just a complete misjudgment on my part.
Honestly,
There,
I think it worked better because if it wasn't like that, then whoever the first person or the first team that made it through would have just been the most geared, and everybody else would have.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I also think it would have been better if the Nether portals were 1-to-1, because then it would have mean that if people went into the Nether rather than the first team getting in, farming the diamonds around 0-0, everyone had their own little pockets to go
that
around.
was the other problem. Was everyone spawned at the same spot.
You know
basically.
you know what's a great idea if we ever do this again? Not split spawn.
I think it might have been more.
With your one pair would be fine.
I mean, I think if you did split spawn, you should at least be able to meet up.
If it was,
Because
also
Cole
I don't.
and Rocket randomly found each other and were able to go to the main world or the new world together, and then Flooz and I are God knows where. I couldn't even find Piglin, let alone like.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I think Colin died to Max.
I shot Dom, and I think Shop got the kill on.
I mean, we're probably not going to do the game mode again, but that's not an indictment of the game mode. It's just usually
put the questions.
Yeah, but our game
like the survey I usually put.
Yeah, no, but I was going to say
like an anniversary of it eventually or something.
That's the thing. If we were going to do an anniversary, it would still be like a different game mode, just because we twisting up things.
Yeah,
but this will still be useful because this game mode is so there's a 1.8 game mode called Inverted Dimensions, which is a very similar thing. Leon had not ported that to 120, so this game mode is the 120 version of Inverted Dimensions on Arctic. So any adjustments to the game mode would be used for that game mode. So we may not play it again in its current form, but the changes will still be used for something.
I think
God forbid someone hosted a public game on Arctic using Inverted Dimensions. I'm sure that would go well.
I think the most recent season that I would want to play again would probably be Phasmophobia.
Yeah, Phasmophobia is another one. Like, I really want to have a
team
for
version of
every
this.
single person in Phobia, and every single person have their own unique abilities. Is something I really want to do.
I remember Leon said in the past that the Phasmophobia is broken.
Yeah.
So if it ever got fixed, I would be 100% on board with that.
I've always wanted to I was so in love with the mystery box game mode of it being the zombies, but it just never really worked out in the way that I wanted to. I've always wanted to do it properly, and part of it was being kind of what was it? DayZ? Not DayZ. That's an actual game. MineZ.
Yeah, MineZ
Does anyone remember? It was supposed to be MineZ, but UHC. That's exactly what my vision was for, but everyone I talked to who coded was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that was fair.
If you pay Leon enough money, he'll at least put in the effort.
I asked. I offered Leon $100.
Really?
And he was like, no, I'm not doing that.
My God.
And see, that's surprising to me because I've thrown some. He did Mind Swap, and Mind Swap was a crazy game mode in my head. That's not possible. And he made it work. I was very shocked.
I don't think it was a possibility issue. It was I think it mostly just how much time it would have had to have taken. And I think at the time it was just everyone was asking Leon for so much game modes to be made.
There's still a lot of people that
was just
complicated game modes.
And not only was it supposed to be MineZ, but it was supposed to be a MineZ Stranded combination, but in UHC form. It's supposed to be really cool.
Quite a lot. It does sound very cool, but yeah.
Yeah. But without the whole that infinite teammate thing, whatever. I forget what it's called nowadays, but
Infinite Allies.
Infinite Allies, yeah. Without that, it was supposed to be an actual team version of MineZ.
The season was still cool.
Another thing with Phasmophobia, and I don't know even if this is even possible, but it would be really cool because we've done it with Mumble. It would be really cool to do it with Prox Chat now and Allies. But if there was a way to make it so that the ghosts could meet up with each other and form alliances, and you could see just a pack of the mobs, that are the ghosts of people in Phobia.
Just running around. That would be very
with all
freaky.
the different abilities.
It's one of those things where I think theoretically possible. It would just be like, would Leon want to do this?
Yeah, it would be like a lot of work, especially if Phasmophobia needs to be pretty much reinvented from the ground up.
Yeah, that's why I'm very hesitant about the Phasmophobia 2, because I think already it'll probably be a hell of a lot of work for Leon to get it working. So then to add on like all of the new ghosts as well, it probably would be too much. Unless we gave him like a 1 year head start on it.
Hell no.
Well, I mean, I've had for a while an idea of which revisit I'd personally want to do for 30. So I got that locked in somewhere.
Pyrophobia 3.
I really want one that's like it's aquaphobia, but it is a combination of aquaphobia and xenophobia, where it's aquaphobia, but everyone's like
Everyone's
a fish.
Yeah.
I wish xenophobia could
Imagine
work well.
acrophobia and
Like,
acro.
but there hasn't been a single game where like a players with this
like the amplified terrain, but it's all flooded. So that mystery box season that I did, that's what it was supposed to be. It was an amplified world, but it was completely flooded. Same thing, could not get it working.
Damn.
But these frame rates, good lord.
Yeah. I got a good portion of it working at one point using data packs where I think the water was flooded all the way up until like Y75 or something like that. And the whole world underneath it was flooded. So there was just like a little bit of land, but not really anything too crazy. And, you know, you were supposed to swim like normal.
This is terrible.
Now that I'm rewatching it, I did just hit Skylord once, so I feel less bad. I just feel bad that it's also the first kill of Meetup.
If you want Mark, I can take the kill instead.
No, you know what? I think I'll hold on to it.
We might have had Dom say, "Guys, remember it's Meetup," while we were sitting 600 blocks out, not doing anything.
Yeah, we got to Meetup so fast. We were very quick getting to Meetup.
Yeah, we were.
I kind of would have rather we held off a little bit before we got there.
We were. I mean, we were trying to find Bill, and it was taking ages. May or may not have been contributed by the fact that someone on the team was going the wrong way. Not naming names.
It might have been someone going the wrong way, potentially.
Potentially going the wrong way. So like we were still trying to meet up when Meetup was called. So we were just out in chatting, and then Brody was like, "It'll be really funny if I like did a little reminder that it's Meetup." Like, because then everyone would think like, oh, other people are, but it's actually like our team. And I was like, I'll do you one better. I'll say it.
Yeah.
Did Bill spawn like underground then in a cave?
No, he spawned at 0-0 just like everyone else. He just like ran away after encountering you.
Yeah, it took us a while to meet up.
So he wasn't just back into the second.
Oh wait,
then.
how did you find him then? I don't remember what happened exactly.
When we found him, he was on a cave underneath us, and we shifted around for like 5 minutes before we actually went for him.
Let's go. My Meetup.
And then I shot him once, and then I saw the chat.
I would imagine that what happened was that he got in, and then because he spawned at 0-0, went to run away, and that was kind of.
Because we didn't see a portal anywhere, but we were in the same area for a while.
Yeah.
You know, he did come in through some portal, and then like you guys had an encounter, and then from there he like bricked it to border. So.
Okay.
Have you guys ever thought about combining phobias?
Yes. Like the one I just said about Xeno and Aqua, I think would be really good.
Oh yeah.
We did combinations for season 15. A lot of different combinations. It's just it's one of those things where it's like it's still like the combinations are cool, but they still gotta fit a theme. Like we can't just do combinations.
This season was actually a combination of pyrophobia and kinotophobia.
How about the phobia of phobias, and you do every single phobia?
Yeah, exactly. Or like
it's literally impossible.
That
sounds awful.
If it was possible, it'd be a mess.
Oh, you know, I would 100% do it if it was possible, but it is just
at the
not.
very least, like doing it all in the one world is not
one
possible.
world wouldn't work, but multiple.
I mean,
That's
you
why
could do it, but
in
just
different worlds.
put a bunch of phobias that are possible to mix together. But
yeah,
like having necrophobia where every mob is zombies, and then also having arachnophobia where every mob is spiders.
It's like it's also if you just like think about like the world gen as well. Like you need pyrophobia, so everything's lava. You need aquaphobia, so you need like a layer of liquid, which will be lava. You also need
Ice rising
barophobia.
to the top.
You need cryophobia, so you need rising ice. You need barophobia, so the world has to be upside down. There's like let alone
It
just
has
the
to be
world
underground parallel with multiple
you
layers.
you need the multiple layers of underground parallel in your upside down world. You gotta put
just
like
make sure your world's big
this is
enough
just
it
the
doesn't
terrain
end
ones.
episode 4 like in Evo last season.
yeah, and then
And that's only because the final 2 teams took forever to fight. Otherwise, it would have been episode 3.
Oh, and then of course you gotta the world has to be a Minecraft world as well.
Soul Brothers, where it's just like a team full of Soul Brothers.
Red versus
where
Blue
like
Soul Brothers?
you got like a team of 5, but each player is in a different phobia world.
Oh, it would have to be more than
that
5.
would
It
be
would have to be like a red versus blue game.
Yeah. Or couldn't you just make you do phobia world jumper where like each episode is in a different phobia world?
That's
It still wouldn't be enough.
You can be cooking.
I mean, you could.
Yeah,
most world could have 1 phobia or 2, and like that would be a lot easier to make.
Also,
Phobia.
could make the episode or the time between worlds shorter.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I think a more interesting thing would be having a custom world that just has a lot of custom terrain that is Easter eggs to past seasons.
Or you could have like
I mean,
phobia quadrants.
You could do like instead of having it be like very complicated ones. Like you guys have a lot of different phobia scenarios where it's terrain based. So instead of like where like cryophobia, which is probably a pretty server intensive scenario with the ice rising, where you could have it be like an acrophobia and then aquaphobia, and then like a couple other ones. So like ones
There's
that like
also Hexlands.
like barophobia.
Oh yeah, I'm a big supporter of
Barophobia, but the
Hexlands.
ice rises downward.
Hasn't been done in a while.
Also, I think the main thing for like the terrain generation for me is like I don't want to just do game modes that are terrain gen. Like this one is probably like the
biggest.
There's just a couple where it's been like the whole game mode is terrain gen, but there's other ones where it's been like gameplay stuff mixed in. I like the terrain gen stuff because then it kind of gives like the seasons a visual identity. Like even the ones that don't revolve around their worlds, you can kind of like look at people playing and be like, "Oh, I know what season this is."
That was the reason I kept pushing
That's
for
how I feel
the
too.
terrain, the biome bundle thing as well before.
Yeah,
I remember our terrain
it
game
gave
modes
it
of
that
Evo way
visual
more than others.
aspect.
Yeah, the next season we have in mind is very gameplay heavy. So I think we're gonna have to.
Seasons?
If we end up going with the one we have planned, it'll be more of a mob themed.
Yeah, I don't mind giving a little bit of an early. I don't mind giving an early preview because like we're like if plans go correctly, we'll probably be working on this very soon. If we go with this one, it's probably going to be the fear of dogs.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they are pretty awful in new version.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of
like with the
dogs.
121 games with like I've hosted with like all the buffed dogs. They are actually so good.
Yeah, I
And,
think
like I've
it's
had
one
to
where
turn
we'll have to
breeding
work
off,
find
and I had to
balance.
avoid having too many biomes that spawn a lot of dogs because they are so good.
It won't
only
just
thing
be
I
like,
can think of
it
is
won't
that
just be
Minecraft
like
season.
There will be it won't just be like there's a lot of dogs in the world. Like there's going to be some stuff with werewolves as well.
Hot
Oh,
dogs.
So players will get different buffs at night.
Oh yeah, there's also like a side game mode which I is probably my favorite ever game mode name I've ever conceived. It's so fucking funny.
Oh.
I don't know if I want to give it away just yet because it's always just the name alone will give away what like in everything what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
But
in the
it's,
organizers chat at least if you don't.
it's on the org doc. I think I
what is
I loved it so much that like the short game mode synopsis still has the game mode name.
Short game mode. Where is
It's like
what tab is this on?
The game modes. I've got the cell
Oh.
highlighted here.
Oh right, yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I love the name of this.
Game mode
Yeah, that's good.
like simple that encourages players to go to the surface because it incentivizes them.
Cryophobia.
Okay, no, it incentivizes. It's not because they have to for safety of their lives. It's because they get stuff.
It's supply drops is they don't like the easiest answer. Like that's a pretty.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out something else to go with next season of Evo, and I want something that's going to encourage surface, but not.
Anything with monuments that does something.
Yeah.
If you
I mean, that
restrict
was
something to
It's-
only
it's
being
hard to
like
encourage
something important
harvesting.
that you can only find on the surface. Like if you could only find gold or something like that's important.
when I was
Right.
doing
Like,
mystery
too
box,
far,
that was the
but-
whole
Rescue-
reason
rescue
for
retrieval.
any of
We're
that.
already
Oh, yeah, rescue
doing
retrieval.
a terrain-based game mode that we've done before. And there is something that's going to. There's another game mode we're doing that is going to force people to go to the surface. But I at least want people to be able to get something out of being on the surface all the time, rather than it just being a punishment.
I mean, loot crates is probably not the worst
Yeah.
idea. It's probably the
I think-
easiest answer.
Yeah, I think supply drops is definitely just a good shout because it's just free stuff and people will be willing to want to go on the surface to get it. Plus, if multiple people will go for them, so people will fight over them. Yeah,
I've found in the past it can be hard to kind of balance about what's in the supply drops,
Right.
because I've had a lot of times in the past where like sometimes it's not even worth going to the supply drops because whatever's in there is just not really worth going
Right.
after. But then sometimes
I also
like
feel
people who
supply
just
drops are great when you're having a hard time finding the thing that you need to like make the difference in your game, but not something that's broken to the point where you're just gonna win. Like, oh my god, I can't find any string. Oh, but you have a supply drop. I can get string here, or I need 2 more gold. Like, I do like that idea with supply drops that you can get the little things that will help your game that isn't going to necessarily break it either.
Something I was gonna do for mystery box is having supply drops, but the only thing that will be in like a rare item would be the key to the what is the mystery box at the center of the map.
Oh, okay.
So that way, like you have to go get supply drops, but you're not just gonna get anything from the supply drop. You have to go from the supply drop to 0-0 and then go and grab whatever.
Oh, I like that.
Actually, on the conversation of small little things that help people out, I have a question about this season. What do you guys think of the bundles?
Oh,
I
I mean, I kind of
they're kind of
forgot about it. It was
His
nice.
version
but-
of it is hard to use.
Something like that, shulker boxes would be so much better.
I don't know how to use it.
Like if you gave the bundle,
so much like
it gives you
like
so much more ability.
I mean, if you gave the
for
bundle
things.
that's like in the snapshot currently, I think that would have been cool. But like these ones are kind of.
I think it's a nice way to do starter items.
Yeah,
I used what was in it and then threw it out.
Yeah, I could say I opened it and just kind of tossed it.
It's
but it was cool. I was like,
You guys
oh hey, a
told me what
bundle.
was in it, and then I just kind of forgot about it the rest of the game.
Yeah,
Now
because
that I think about it, maybe it would have been helpful when I was stuck in that cave. And just
I caught the end of your
I have a
conversation.
question about one of the starter items. The leather chestplate with the gold trim. Does the gold trim stop piglins?
I asked about this, but I don't think so.
no one ever responded, but we ended up
Because
figuring
I
out
found
that
the village right away, so I got gold armor, so I just threw out the chestplate.
My bad if I missed the message asking about it. It does prevent the piglins from attacking you.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I was
once
told
I
no,
put
so
on
I didn't.
Wait, what doesn't stop them, or what does
The
stop them?
gold trim.
the trim. on
Oh,
the
it does.
Yeah,
we
I could have
just
saved 4 gold. No,
Like-
not
like-
that it matters, but
like we figured out that like we probably would not have that piece if it didn't work, but
By the way, bleeding sweets is an incentive to go up
not really. There's just like an incentive to fight. It's more useful at meetup.
and go up.
I think
Like,
you'd
a small thing, but
finally, yeah.
It's like more useful at meetup, like when there's
Bleeding
like the
sweet,
stalling
but
fight
it only
where like you
works
can go
above
for a kill for
Y50
healing.
before episode 6. There we go.
Wait, I just realized Max won again.
Yes, sir.
Good lord!
That's my
I did not realize this. He just keeps winning.
He's won so. He,
how many has he won now?
4?
I think it's
3.
Is it in a row?
How many
No.
wins does Michael have? I think.
At least it's not in a row.
Is Michael in the
He
fourth
won,
one
like,
now?
I mean, I just want to say I've been the runner-up in the last
Michael,
3
this
times
was
in the
Michael's
last 4
third win.
seasons.
Okay, so
oh,
Michael's
wait,
on the
hilariously, Max 51, 22, 24, 26.
Yeah.
Hell's on his 3rd win in a row.
Is it
You
still?
better
Is
nerf
Marky
that
still the only
motherfucker.
person that's
I
won?
am.
28.
Is who, sorry?
Yeah, I think Marky is the only one with a.
I don't think I've won.
As far as I can
but-
tell,
Yeah,
yeah.
Michaela's
Yeah,
only
I win.
won 2 seasons, or well, 3 today. So
3 now, yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
but how
one-
many has he played like recently in the last like 10 or so seasons?
most
All
of them.
He's only
Has
missed
he
one
really?
season
Okay,
since he
okay.
Yeah.
joined.
You
I
won
don't think
19.
I've won any, but I've been a damn menace in some
I
of
got
them.
I got runner
Yeah.
up in 23, 24, and 26 now.
Was it season
I
20 is
think-
when I went
dude,
crazy? The
yeah, the
I
game's
thought I
against
got
me.
runner up.
Yeah, TJ, we have you rated pretty like well, but that's because you're just so like you just have so much potential to just do some devilish things. You have like I like no other. I cannot think of another man who will like play.
It's
I
more
keep,
complicated.
I keep on thinking of like the one poo season where you like got fragged out and got 4 kills and then drowned.
Oh my
Like,
god.
just-
I had 6
was my
kills that
first-
season.
My first ever season of a recorded round.
Yeah, you fragged the hell out as a solo and then just drowned on your own accord.
Fruit Logic got
not
First
Phobia
Blood,
season?
Iron Man, top
It
kills,
was
and
the
one.
funniest shit. It was. I did that. That Party of One season came out. I think like within 1 or 2 weeks of the Phobia 20 season, everyone was like, "What the fuck's going on with him?"
Yeah, you
Dude,
just have like
I
the, you have like the
literally
little,
died
little
in
type.
the zombie season.
I died the same exact way in both recorder rounds. Is I would go off on a fucking killing spree and then die on my own accord.
Yeah,
The Phobia 21, I died because I walked in. No, I swam into a geode and just there were a creeper, and I was like, "Oh, well, this is where
you've
I
got
die."
like you have like this one like brain worm that just like wants to see violence, so it like juices up your brain, and then once you've got kills, it's like, okay, I'm good now, and then just
I'm
like
good now.
drains you.
Real quick, can one of Colin or like Fruit tell me what the death message for Colin's death was?
I died to Max.
Yeah, slain by Max. I'm pretty
Max?
sure.
Slain by Max?
What was my death message? You could probably just killed by Illager.
Yeah,
Slain
you're
by
just-
Vindicator.
yeah.
I'll be honest, I almost
Yeah, I
did
think
that
Max-
this season too.
Yeah, I think Max actually dropped 4 kills then.
What is a Vindicator?
Well, when we rushed light blue team, like my whole team was just like,
Yeah, it
"Do
was
we fight
slain by
this?" I don't
Max.
know. I'm like, "Let's go!"
Vindicator is the pillager with the axe, like the guy who just like
he
has his arms
one-shot
crossed
me.
and pulls the axe out.
I mean, I didn't really
I have no
have
idea what those
armor,
are.
but I also was at 7 hearts.
If you had
so-
armor, he would have killed you in 2 hits instead of 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You know,
No,
they do
that
ridiculous
much
damage.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
crazy.
I think what would have been really cool in the overworld to give it some real fear is the zombie piglin, like I think there's a bastion. You know, the ones with the axes that like
Oh,
are super
yeah.
fast. That would have been
Brute.
cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
the
I had
brute.
to have Flues explain what a bastion was. Like I looked it up and I was like, oh, I know what that is. I just
He's
didn't
a
look
Rye
up
Yellow
it.
character in Yu-Gi-Oh!
But yeah, he had to walk me through some stuff because it's been a while since I've played in that.
But yeah, there
version.
wasn't really anything scary in the original world besides the fact that I needed to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dom,
same.
what happened to you?
Came back and I was like,
I'm starting
Yeah,
to
you
think
literally
Phobia
died,
is
like,
just like a
4
round
hours
that's an
ago.
excuse for people
Yeah.
to talk to each other.
Oh no!
We just
Oh,
play
there's
UHC and then be
not-
like, go
there's
fight
not
and
enough
chat to each
rounds
other.
like that anymore, so I'll take
Dude,
that.
I never.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a conversation from anyone recorder round wise since like 6 months ago, like 5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I play like all the rounds I play nowadays. It's like usually like a post game call where people just chat about like, oh, here's how the game went. It's like, oh, cool. All right, see you guys later. Bye.
Kill yourself
Yeah.
for killing me.
Yeah, like the last.
I think-
we had
I think
like
the
deep
most-
discussions about life in the last one.
True. Max 50.
I mean,
I think
it also helps as well. I think one thing that kind of helps that is usually in other rounds there's like usually a good few people who are pissed off.
Nice.
In
Well, yeah, I was gonna say,
Phobia, there's
there's
barely
typically,
people who are
like-
like pissed off.
Yeah.
Gal Rage
No.
next season.
I feel like most of the time people are
Yeah,
just pissed at
let me
themselves.
balance things
I
out.
could have broke my.
Brody's
code
gonna
rank.
rage quit when he gets second place again.
Yeah, again, like,
Oh,
the only, I think the only person who actually had like a really like fucked up season from this is Wibble, and
Yeah,
I don't blame her to be
sure.
fair.
Shoot at me.
I'm voting. I'm voting.
just gonna-
But yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think
chill.
Evo has been bad at all recently.
Full push up. Full push up.
There wasn't
Now that
enough
I
time
think
for
about
him to
it.
rage quit last
Sorry.
season.
Yes, I got him again.
Yeah, no, that's
Fucking
International
good.
used to be like an event when a season happened because we'd all sit there and play like mini games on like
Say a
some
lot,
sort
you
of
guys have
server
numbers,
for like
say a lot.
hours on end afterwards. So like anytime a
Yeah.
season happened, it was almost like a big deal. Like people used to take time off work, like they used
That's
to
a route I've like
find a
never seen anyone mad.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I think we used to have people mad, but they usually like they
Well,
kind of
right. Everyone
They
got
kinda, like,
mad.
Evo
shoo
definitely
themselves
had,
out of
like,
there anyway.
full-on wars in the job
Oh no,
chat.
Evo got bad,
There were
dude.
death threats. I mean, like it was really fucking bad. And
It
then
was-
I
haven't.
you know what-
picked
you know
like
what's kinda-
30 people.
Right here.
Oh, I'm
Even-
actually. Oh no, I
hit
fucked up.
you?
I'm actually really sad right now. Fuck.
What?
I just
happened?
He's coming in.
all of like the game mode stress. I realized I fucked up something. We didn't have Mr.'s birthday on.
Oh.
Fuck. Oh, I'm actually really bummed about that.
I thought about asking that before the game. Like, do we actually have that on? But I just assumed it was.
But I don't think it's.
No, I just oh fuck, I forgot about it and all of this.
I saw that it's on the game. I
shuffle.
was looking at the gamers and saw that it wasn't. I looked at it in Cryphobia 2 and was like, oh yeah, there's
Gotta
Mrs.
add it to
birthday.
the
Didn't realize that was
default
the wrong
config.
category.
Maybe you need to put it on thing where it's like
On by
you
default.
said
You need
that
to
it's
list
always
it
going to
in
be
game
on.
mode
So
details.
like
I
if
think-
people see it's not on, they'll know.
I think
We have
I
that
think
right
Put
there.
it in game mode
Essentials thing
details.
on
Every
the
season, just put it in game
artwork.
mode details so no one misses it.
yeah, I think
we have like a phobia or like a phobia essentials thing on the org doc. I think we just make a list of like things that will happen every season and just include that in the game mode details whenever they're set
Yeah.
with Leon.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to do for a while is like ask Leon during a season to make like a secondary game mode, which is just like tiny game tweaks that would help us when it comes to like making game modes and stuff. I might include that and just be like, hey, if you have this game mode on, always turn on
the
Mrs.
season
Birthday.
turning all of the things that I thought I could have on off. So I didn't realize. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so my chords are, and they were like, no, we're not supposed to. I'm like, wait, what? They're like, how can you even see your chords? I was like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, like I
the
like
mod
I
thing
didn't really
about
have
Labibot.
fog, so I just turned my render down to 8 chunks. And, that was,
And I
like,
had
the
Team
best I could
Viewer
do.
on. I was like, oh shit. And I was just sitting there struggling, trying to figure out how to turn everything off. I had to turn off my directional HUD. I was like, God damn.
yeah, some of the like
Mark,
so
was
like
this the season that you were curious about how to change the sky color?
Yeah, but I ended up not having really time to actually properly look into the textures and like I tried like actually making textures and they just didn't look good and I thought, okay, this is something I probably need to spend more time learning.
yeah. I feel like, okay, like some of the changes that we want to do, like they depend on 121 whenever Arctic gets switched to that. But there's some features that we'd like to like use in game modes more, but they're just kind of like in their inherent states kind of fucked. Like totems. Totems are a fun concept to play around with, but they're ridiculously strong.
True.
I mean, if there's a totem limit of 1, makes it a little more balanced.
Notch apples make me want to implode too. I hate them.
Yeah.
The world, if Gus didn't eat just a rate of Gus was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that eating a notch apple just gives you 8 gaps, and just sat and ate one on a tree while there were no players nearby.
I was just chilling there with like 8 harps of absorption, being like, oh, I didn't get 8 gaps.
Never mind.
Wait, this happened today?
Yeah, this season.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh no.
Notch apples need to be nerfed. They're so busted. I guess if you use them like that, it doesn't matter. But
Wait, did they still
wild,
give
it should be-
absorption on Arctic?
Yeah, there's still absorption.
Yeah, they still go absorption.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's
You need at least a config option to turn off absorption on.
I just
on a
prefer them off.
notch.
Yeah.
I haven't taken down like a note of like how I'd want to change them, but honestly, I think it might be interesting if like notches still have absorption, but their healing is like super nerfed. Because like if you can notch on low health, then the absorption means you can't be killed, but then you just heal back up to full anyway. So like if the
I
healing is
wouldn't
nerfed,
mind it just being a normal golden apple, but it just gives you absorption instead.
yeah, I think the idea. I think it would be.
Absorption, though.
I think it would be interesting,
Depends how
kind
much
of.
absorption it gives.
Because like a notch right now is kind of just like a win lol. But I think it might be more interesting if you kind of
yeah,
played it
that's why we
for the
won this
absorption.
Yeah.
Like if you go like, okay, I'm going to eat the notch now so I can get the absorption.
Yeah, if you can make it up to late game with a notch, you probably win.
If you
Yeah.
just remove the absorption though, it's like they're still really good. If you just have to use
No,
them a
they
bit
are
better.
so ass.
No, you still
No,
get
no,
the
they're
healing
good.
from
You
it.
just
They're
gotta play
not,
well with
they're
it.
definitely not as
Mhm.
good. They're not a
Like
free
you still
kill,
get the
but they're
res,
still
you can
good.
still like just eat it and like go in and melee, like you're still able to do a lot with it.
It wasn't really a factor in this because nobody had lava, but also just being immune to lava is really good.
Yeah,
for
that's also
melee.
Yeah.
good. I did have lava.
I
I want to make a like a Phobia Essentials thing to kind of force Leon to put it in a nerf for ancient cities by putting it in our game mode.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you did put a nerf for ancient cities, but you replace regen with health pots and they're tier 2, so it's still like full hearts.
Have you
So
guys
it's
thought
still
about
too
using
much.
the warden in anything?
I think maybe like we discussed it like a little bit. But I don't think we've really come up with any like really solid like game.
You just need to make him killable.
If you make him killable and have the I think one of the game modes I was messing around with was an entire like cave is the map,
You're not gonna give him time to
and then the 0-0 was an ancient city. So that way you had to fight. Everyone had to fight in an ancient city. But then I think I did like a couple things with it, and then all of a sudden like 6 wardens spawned.
Oh no!
It's really fun.
Logic, we
I've
did
played a
it.
couple private
Logic.
games now in
Alright,
1.21,
well, that part
and
might
it's the
just
first time
steal-
I've explored an ancient city, and it is really funny because I think
Well,
I
look,
spawned
I don't
like
wanna-
8 wardens and like got away every time, and it was fucked up, but it was really funny.
But you don't really get
Yeah.
anything good from the ancient cities, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
do you?
Oh boy.
Very
I
strange.
a lot.
Diamond, so you get
I
you
went
get
into
like
one
enchanted
and then
diamond
I
armor.
ran away. Okay, the wardens
so
are
you
very
so you
scary.
get diamond armor. You get diamond armor pieces.
No. In vanilla, you get
It's
usually
diamond
diamond
Oh,
pins only, but like a lot of them are like prot 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
I see.
high level
Okay,
diamond,
okay.
high level
the-
diamond
the
leggings,
chests in
multiple
there-
not chapels,
Yeah, they
multiple
have
regen
multiple-
potions.
Regen potions.
And then
yeah,
there's a ton
yeah.
of exposed diamonds just all over the
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Easy diamonds.
exposed diamonds. Yeah.
I was literally playing a single player world with a friend, and we found our first warden.
Sounds
And
like
we were just like
multiplayer
sitting there
bang.
watching him, and then we just wanted to see what would happen if we made noise, and the entire screen went black. I was like, "Oh hell
Yeah,
no!"
it's
and I
like,
closed
it's
my
the-
game
it
and
is-
I never played again.
It's the entire reason that me and Max won season 24. Like everyone else, like caved for like a couple of diamond pieces, but we caved for both for full diamond because of the ancient city, and then we also got like notches and a bunch of healing and like good armor pieces from the ancient city, and we never summoned a warden once.
Yeah,
I
once you
don't
know
know
what
why
you're
Leon
doing-
doesn't nerf them because Brody nerfed the cities in our server, and it's at least more balanced.
I mean, Leon also
Oh,
doesn't
I
really
can't
post, like,
wait
his version.
for
Right now,
Arctic to update to 121, and then there'll
trial
also be the trial chambers that
yeah.
won't be there.
Yeah,
We will be asking for changes day one. Don't worry.
Dude, there's so many problems with the trial chambers. Like the base is not even the biggest problem. Like the trial chambers make the poison arrows
so rare,
so
yeah.
easy to get, and they're so powerful.
Oh, poison
Yeah.
arrows are disgusting.
Blind.
And most of the dispensers in trial chambers have chances to have like 5 or 6 splash potion of poison in one dispenser, so you could find multiple dispensers of those.
You can also just like straight up get diamond blocks from breaking pots.
Yeah, there's a 1% chance to get a diamond block from like pots, and you can also get some from some chests, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of very good stuff in there. And strength potions
I was
and
very
speed
happy to see
potions.
that this wasn't 121 because of trial chambers. I knew that just if somebody found that, they would have such an advantage. But
I like the
guess-
balance I did with the trial chambers on my server. Like it's still not perfect. There is so many good stuff, and I keep learning
Yeah,
that
we
people
got
like
nothing
finds
to
a way
play
to
with.
abuse
I think
everything.
We
Trial
went for it,
chambers
we
are
didn't get much.
more difficult than ancient cities, though. Once you know how to conquer an ancient city, they're
Yeah,
not that
no,
hard.
but
They
it's
just-
hard
poison
because
jellies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'm trying to balance it so you want to explore the structure to gain stuff, but like it doesn't make you
not
like
just,
the
like,
best player in the
really-
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more interesting. Like I overall, I think the trial chamber loot is like way too good. But I think if you like majorly nerfed like chests and pots and stuff, and then like just slightly nerfed like vaults and like the spawners, I think actually playing the trial chamber is more interesting, and you should get rewarded with a little bit of stuff.
I mean, like you played the one on my server, like it's mostly balanced.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of funky things, but I think it is mostly good.
The only time I've been in one was in the nuclear season where mobs had to be
But
disabled
like, what's
for
funky in
so
it?
It was
I'm already pretty wary about the existence of the mace. I didn't need to see a density 4-1.
Yeah, but to get the mace, you need to do the trial chamber multiple times.
Okay,
you
but
need,
that
you
that
need
was
ominous
funny, though.
potions and shit. That's not gonna happen.
Well,
I mean, the trial chambers give ominous potions.
I would like to
Yeah.
intrude real quick to
Oh.
share a fun fact about the season we just played, which
Oh,
is that
yeah.
there were 7 teams, so there were 6 possible teams you could kill someone on. Fruit Logic got 5 kills on 5 different teams.
Oh wait, for real?
That's crazy.
That's
what
so
the fuck?
cool.
The only
Hey, no,
team
me and
Fruit Logic
Rocket were
didn't kill
team.
someone
I didn't kill
for
you, Max did.
was red team, was the only team Fruit
Oh,
didn't
Max
join on.
killed me. That's right.
God damn.
Didn't want to fight.
Rocket was on light blue, Haven Hand on yellow, Bill on green, XC on purple, and Phenom on cyan.
So cool.
I noticed
Oh
when I was
my
looking at
God.
participation, Dom, you caught up to Shut Up Brick in participation.
Yeah.
I did.
Pretty
Woohoo.
crazy. I got up to Andrizzle. Let's fucking go!
Oh yeah, let me update the sheet here with
Who's the
who
most
played.
notable player who's played 4 seasons? I'm tied with them. Wait, has
He's
Short
played
Gamer
4
played 4
seasons.
seasons? Didn't he just play 1,
Yes.
2, 3, and
Gamer.
10?
Short Gamer's played 4. The list of 4 season players
It's a lot.
is Maltose
Yes,
Matt,
Brent.
Short Gamer, Witty Rainbow, Dawnbread, Frostbreath, Timon Schulte, Ninja, Kakintees, Bliv, Brent, BJ Plays, and Fruit Logic.
Oh yeah.
It's a squad.
I miss Frost Breath.
Wait,
Also-
where are the stats at? Like the most recent ones?
I'm
I
doing
did a
my
Reddit
stats right
post
now.
not too long ago.
Okay.
I talked to Frost TJ not
Hmm?
too long ago because we did the TTE 10-year anniversary and he didn't join, but I DM'd him quick and
Alright.
had a very short exchange.
Max killing
He's still
Shop for the
kicking.
4th time means Max is the person that's killed the same person the most in this round now.
Oh my god.
That's funny given they joined 20 in.
Yeah.
I talked to my buddy Daniel yesterday, and he wants to play international season, but because he's so busy IRL, like he's trying to find the time to do it. But if he were to play, it'd be something like a 12-year gap.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah, because he hasn't played since season 2.
Goddamn.
I didn't know international was that old. Wow.
I need.
It came out. Oh, not 12. I think it's 11 years old.
The gap.
2014
the first
would be right, or was it 2013 late?
2013. The first season was uploaded the same day as R&R.
What's his what's your buddy's AGN?
The South Park
Daniel?
2012.
Okay. I'm bringing up the sheet. I'm
I
curious.
see you on the gap stock.
Yeah, I see you too.
Also,
We're 1,000
I just
J's,
updated my
pretty
sheet
much.
now. I want to say welcome to the 10 Seasons Club Brodator.
Let's go.
I mean,
See, that's what
Oh yeah, it's
That's
a 39,
4,000
48 days.
Yeah.
How many
Mark
seasons
getting
of
2 kills means Mark is now in the top 10 for kills.
That'd be the first
Nice.
4,000
And I
gap.
only had to team kill my teammate to get there.
Yeah.
Also, welcome to the
Watch
5
out,
Seasons
Lane
Club
Boy.
for
Watch out, Lane
Gus.
Boy. You have no idea how many teammates I'll kill.
Ooh.
Or whoever
Yeah,
comes
we're
up
talking.
may kill, probably, actually.
We're talking 11 years, TJ.
Yeah. It would, and there's also like a couple other people from like early seasons, like I think from season, also from, let me look. Dalton was a big one. I think last time he played was season 9 or something like that. Dark Haven I think hasn't played since season 7. My friend Ryan, who hasn't played since season 3, has showed interest. Ryan was I think made in China.
I've never seen that name on the doc, yeah.
And then
see that
my
here,
buddy
but-
Daniel was the South Park 2012.
Yep.
Rob Fred was also interested. All these guys were super interested about playing season 20 because it was like an anniversary season, but I had so much stuff planned and it just never, I had so much stuff going on IRL. It's just never really.
I feel like I missed a recent season, but I played both seasons 24 and 25.
It's been a while. It's just been a while.
Sporadic recently, yeah.
I don't want to promise that we'll pick it up because I don't think we're all very busy, so I can't imagine we'll be able to guarantee that promise. But at the very least, season 27 will be a little bit quicker
Who's
to kind of.
the intro?
I had Gus offer me to make the intro mid-season. Yeah,
that's funny.
He was just like, Dom, do you have an intro maker? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, you got one now. I'm like, okay, cool.
Better finish agency first.
We only need 2 art for this season, yeah.
I sent Colin a really cool song because I figured that like there might be a good chance that he would make it.
There theoretically
You need
would
art
be, and I
references
theoretically
from me,
thought
by the
about asking.
Um,
I'm a busy
Maybe
guy
we'll,
right now, and I
contact
have
you yourself.
other big.
I thought
interests
about
and
asking,
stuff
but
right now.
Sid is a blessing. Well, I'll tell him who needs pieces, and he'll reach out to you for like art references and stuff.
Have a reference to our round in your art.
Sid's kind of a dick. Can I say that?
I'm good.
What the fuck, dude?
I will hurt you. I will get revenge for season 20.
Sid, Sid,
plays the hell season and he comes out as devil.
I'm just saying that
Sid is in my fucking like video game like fantasy league, and he exclusively makes trades that are bad for himself because it helps other people. It's like it's a cutthroat competition, and he's like he just gives each other people like free games.
Yeah, wait, what is that?
Okay, so it's basically a league where you draft like games that are going to come out in the year, and you get points based on how well they review.
Oh shit! Give me in on that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I'll send you both an invite. We're obviously coming up to the end of
Right, I figure.
When
I call
all these echoes of wisdom.
all these dumb motherfuckers let me first round draft the Elden Ring DLC.
Cheat code.
I would have put Concord top of my list.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone drafted Concord.
If we ran this game mode again, what would you change? A lot.
I would like to play it in Concord.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, I could write a paragraph on it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Please do. Please do.
Dude, I have the biggest gamble in this league right now. Like the most terrifying thing is because you can counterpick other people's drafts, which means you get points based on how bad they do. And I, as a huge gamble, counterpicked Hades 2.
Ooh.
Not because I think it'll do badly, but because I think it doesn't come out this year.
Oh well, that's
It's definitely not coming out this year.
Yeah, so I just like the league just currently has like a little thing where it's like the actual points I'm getting from it are 0, and then the review score next to it is 90 out of 100, and I'm like, please don't like just suddenly come out. I'm gonna cry.
One of the Hades 2 soundtracks is on my Record Around Songs intro playlist. Like the ones that I want to use.
My skin today was Hades.
I did see that.
Or Zagreus, whatever.
Also, I did like watch back the fight, and you might have killed me because you were winning that exchange, and then you just started punching me, and I was like, oh okay.
Yes, this is true.
I didn't realize that.
It was a really pivotal moment.
Oh, also, Brodator, why did you have a netherite ingot as your offhand item?
Because we crafted it without realizing that we
needed it. Yeah.
We
So you
needed
just held it
the.
I stopped Bill from crafting one.
Mark, really quick, because I gotta go in a second. I don't want to fill out 7 questions, but I did want to say the only thing that didn't work for me very well this season was since the majority of my season was in a cave and I can't have torches easily, and I can't have Fulbright on. The majority of my footage is just black. I could see
that's fair.
My footage is mostly black.
Damage because I was digging down and I couldn't see a thing.
Yeah, I think most people
at one point during the first episode, I felt like saying like, should we just allow Fulbright for this? But I thought like, we should just keep with the theme of not having it.
Right. But just a heads up, if we have another game mode that's like this, where coal's a little bit harder to get and caving will be a little more difficult when it comes to that stuff, maybe something to consider.
Yeah,
or like
I think even in the loot bags that we were given at the start.
I mean, the Shroomlight was the option, but like Shroomlights are a pain to harvest. So like,
yeah,
I did not know they were a thing. I did not know they were a thing, so I had to resurface to grab some.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the torch thing was just a big oversight on my behalf. Did not. I kind of completely forgot about all that.
Hey, but look, I have footage, dog.
Yippee!
Footage. Look at me. Look at me. And I uploaded right away. Look at me go, man. I actually have sound on both ends. I finally got my shit figured out. It took, a couple Phobia seasons and a couple of Evo seasons, but I gotta figure it out.
You're talking all this right now. You're gonna lose your channel.
Like how long is the Vindicator?
I did get a flag recently because Tommy said some really offensive things in an old video that I had about killing somebody.
Who?
But it's the
it's Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
Huh? Yeah, Tommy has that.
I heard Kami, and I was like, well, yeah, no shit.
He was talking about killing somebody's mother, and
whatever.
That's not really viewed very well. So a random season of Evo got like removed or something from my channel.
I remember the very
his
first
last words in WMC season 20.
like a diamond piece or like anything.
Whatever
in
you want to
diamond
transfer from
with
the
an
diamond.
ingot and the template, and it puts it in netherite.
Okay.
Like
we
the
didn't
first
find
thing we
any
wanted to do is
anyway.
swords, because swords have like extra crit rate and like it's better. And
We
then
probably would have went with a sword as well because we had the strength parts.
Yeah, that would have
then
gone crazy.
yeah, then you could also get armor, and like if we got like full netherite,
then I would
then
have
you
killed Skylord in half a hit.
you just
instead of
take
one hit.
no KB. Honestly, I'm surprised there was no one full netherite, considering some people had the template. Because you
No,
could
it
just
was
duplicate
just
it.
the one
You could
piece.
just duplicate it for 7 diamonds, and diamonds were everywhere.
That's true, actually, yeah.
I think the only places you could find the templates were the Woodland Mansions, right?
Yeah, so like whoever got it probably just didn't think about it, but like they could have like got full netherite.
It was Majora that had ours. Because he just walked into a Woodland Mansion. He's like, "Oh, cool! I found a template." I was like, "Where'd you find a template?" I'm like, "He goes, oh, Woodland Mansion." I was like, "You need to get out of there right now." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, there are Vindicator and Vexus. He goes, "Oh, like the allies." I'm like, "No, it's the ones that kill you." He's like, "Oh shit!"
I know it's the bad ones.
Teaming up with Majora reminded me so much of teaming up with Sid, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah, Majora's a delight.
There are a couple of assholes, I'll say it.
This guy is crazy.
He's coming after everyone.
Just letting you know, Colin, the revenge of Sid Garcia from season 20 is still living inside of me. He died to a creeper, and then I went on a rampage and killed 5 people.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you ran. We were building a house at 0-0 next to Jackson, and you just ran up and crit him out next to us, and then we were like, "Please don't hurt us."
I know. I rewatched that like video that I made of me killing everybody. I'm like, you know what? I probably should have just went in and just started trying to kill everybody at 0-0. But like, I killed Oddballer and figured that everyone was just gonna turn on me, so I just bolted. And then I eventually ran into Mop and Venny.
All right, squad. This was a ball. Thanks for having me. I gotta bounce.
Yeah, thank you for playing.
See y'all later.
See ya.
Good night.
Yeah, the fucking hilarious. The first time Tommy was an international, he was teamed up with someone named Starwebs who had a PG channel, and Starwebs did not.
I think I teamed with them in my first season of International.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Season 9. I mentioned it to I think Gavin about adding you was one of the weirdest things to ever happen to International, because we were just the most like unknown recorder run to ever exist.
Wait, adding me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was just like people were saying like people in Snowcrack were saying there's a recorder right now, and I'm like, okay, I have nothing else to do, so I'll play it. And then I ended up having to AFK for 2 episodes to wash dishes.
Yeah, you joined season 9. I have to see. I'm curious who were the first like from Reddit person.
If you need somebody from New Jersey, may I suggest Fruit Logic?
Kedful joined. Kedful played before me, I think, because he won that season.
Season 8, we
Parker
didn't.
would have been longer, like earlier, because I mean, Parker got a bunch of international players to play Amelia, right? Because I teamed with Starwebs in a scrapped season.
Yeah,
but
I think it was
that season. I think as well.
Yeah, I think it was Kid Fierce was the first one. I could be wrong though, because I'm looking at it now. It actually looks like it may have just been Mark. Yeah, I think season 9 was the weird. Yeah, because season 9, Kid, Fierce, Mark, Dangerous 93, which I don't think he was Reddit. DJ Talca, which I think DJ Talca. Yeah,
I would count him as Reddit compared to like when it comes to international.
No, because he was a friend of mine
before he was Reddit.
Yeah, he was a friend of mine from Play Minecraft days. And then, but I think he had played a recorder round previous.
He had.
To
the thing is, he played.
I think he played New Dawn.
He played Ameliorate, which was Kid Fierce's round, and then got into New Dawn as well, because, in part, because people knew him from Play Minecraft. Like people recognized him from Play Minecraft, and were like, we found out like Kid Fierce invited him to Ameliorate, and then we found out from that he was Australian, and we're like, Why isn't this guy in Udon? He's Australian. Not that he sounded like one, because he was pretty much an American at that point in time.
He also had an American sleep schedule.
He had American sleep schedule. He had an American accent. Like, he spent so much time talking to Americans in the Play Minecraft group and like Ampersand that he had an American accent when he lived in Australia.
Dude, Ampersand was the shit. But every season, because I was also friends with all them guys, with Cam and DJ Tawaka and everyone else. I think I hosted a game on Ampersand once.
I played a public Minecraft game. Skype group private game once. That was fun.
Oh yeah, dude.
I only played it because it was hosted on my server.
Oh,
I had the server with Shup and Shup hosted.
Was it like Was it with like what kind of group was it? Okay, it was Sanji's.
It was like the public Skype chat for Play Minecraft.
Yeah, so that's like Sanji. That was Skylord. That's Kubislav.
It had a lot of overlap there. It was like that group hosted private games.
Yeah,
and Shup hosted one of them on his server, which I was up on, so I just showed up and played as well.
Oh, dude, I have to find it. There was an old, there's like an old UHC highlights I have of me on Hypixel, and all of a sudden Shooter was on it, and my buddy, Azzy was just like, "Oh my god, it's Shooter from Reddit." Oh, and I have to find it. It's really funny because now I'm like, oh hey, but yeah, dude, International's fucking past lives and breathes in me. We're actually doing a season. The next season, we're actually like commemorating our friend Brick, who had passed, by doing like an old-fashioned Monocle Planet UHC scenario, which was hosted by like me and a bunch of guys that he used to be a part of. So that should be fun. It's gonna suck, especially for like YouTube wise, for pretty much the same reason that Diana was just explaining.
Yeah. Damn. Wait, I just can't believe our team was considered the best team, Dom. That's crazy.
Our numbers are based off of like real washed up shit.
Yeah,
I really feel like Aqua was the best team.
We were second.
Yeah,
they were.
Like Fruit Logic is always like good at like lasting long.
When I looked at the actual
like,
rankings,
always
like,
doing
Fruit
well.
and Max definitely should have been scored higher.
Yeah, I one thing I've been meaning to do for a while, and I'm probably going to do after this, is I'm going to do some external consulting.
Yeah, it's always going to be tough to call because like how many people actually play. It's like the people that actively play like a recorded round once every like 2 weeks to 4 weeks. Those are the only people you can get an accurate read on. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I was considered decent. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that you had like you subbed in for one season and went off.
Yeah, I did.
But you know, I'm going to do some external consulting because I also want to change the ratings to be kind of less like bad and good, and more so most likely to make you lose and most likely to make you win. Because like the skill rating does not really translate to like teams all that well. Because like the most dogshit player in the world is basically a non-factor on the team.
Yeah,
well, that's like just a mix. Like if you give like someone that like isn't going to do much other than die,
That's
like
me.
That being like the worst possible player you can have. Like if you give someone that would be that, I don't think you have anyone like fully like that in the roster. But like if that were to happen, like you would just make sure that like they actually also have someone that like holds them down.
It's weird because
that's not really nerfing them. Because like I've seen rounds of teams where like there's two really good player, like one of the worst player. It's like
and then the two players end up just like popping.
Yeah,
off
the other one gets jump or dies to PvE, and then then you have a really good duo that can do really well.
Yeah, that's what happened with like
Phobia
that's what happened with season.
Was it?
It happened with season 22, where it was Skylord, Max, and Brent, and then their fourth was Marky.
Yeah.
Like Marky just dies episode 1, and then there's 3 other good players.
It's really, that's still like a The other thing is, I think season 19 is a good example of that. I don't actually know necessarily how good Ninja and Tasty Bacon Z are, but just the fact that they were like,
there's been a few seasons
you had
where
a
I
really
thought, like,
strong pair that
yeah,
just popped the fuck off.
even like the Turi and Len team was a team that I was really worried about in season 20 because I
Well,
thought, okay, that's a really broken
It was
team.
good.
They're
that
probably
one's a-
fine, but then they end up winning. With
The
no
problem with
like
that as well is that Turi got a new computer like a month before the season, and that helped a lot to just like not have a shit computer to be able to just perform at full performance. So he was able to really like pop off.
Yeah. Like you could think of like that one Desire season where it was me, Gus, Cyanal, but it was like that mole season with Apex Twinkie being the mole, and he just kind of ran away. But it just happened that like me, Cyanal, and I forget who else it was. We all just like popped off randomly. Like it could just be like it could be a case of like you just have one good player, and all of a sudden like all the bad quote unquote teammates just happen to just do really good. Or but we've also done it with like international where like we've partnered people up with LJ, and then like LJ still has not won.
Yeah.
So like it could go both ways. Trying to balance.
I mean, like
quarter rounds is going to be like the hardest part about organizing for.
I mean, it's
all of
hard to
eternity.
do.
Yeah, I obviously know that like no scale is ever going to be perfect. But I think I kind of want a scale that is like helpful, and like our current one was helpful, but at this point now it's like so outdated that it's just not really reflective of like anything. So
yeah, I mean, like you said it yourself, like about me, like I could there could be days where like I'm just running around just killing everybody, but then there are some days I just drown.
like you and Brody are like the hardest kind of players to rate, because when you're on, you're fucking on, and when you're off, you are just the dumbest players alive. Like it's just one day you could just decide from second one that you are going to like play your heart out and play your greatest game of UHC ever. But at any single second, the switch can just go flip, and you will do the dumbest thing and die.
If I can do something that's really stupid that is gonna make the season a lot funnier, I will do it.
Yeah, like you were just like one of the masters of like being like good at the game, but just are just capable of just not playing good.
Oh yeah, Brody's
I think
the worst teammate in the world. I hate teaming with him.
Mine mostly stems from the fact that I used to be one of those guys. I came up with UHC in the era of iron rushing, where you just got iron armor, just ran to 0-0 and hoped that. Oh, it was so much fun, but like now, you know.
Yeah, that's usually what I do when I play public games. I just iron rush.
Yeah, I mean, like every single game, even like it didn't matter where you were from. If you were from Reddit, if you were from Hypixel, if you were from fucking CubeCraft or some shit, everyone iron rushed. So like, that's how I kind of came up with UHC. But then eventually it kind of turned over to where
Logic iron rushed.
What?
He would never iron rush.
I have before, and then I died to Kel Awesome. I was like, I'm never doing that again.
Exactly. No, you will not die to Kel Awesome in this round.
I'm very grateful for that.
I think if we added like Kel to this round, like I think that like the skill tiers would have to just like everyone who was like a 10.
Everyone moves down like 3 tiers.
Yeah, everyone moves down a tier. The 10s become like a 7, and then you just put Kel at 10.
No, you give Kel the most impossible team to win with, and he still win.
Marky Ross, Sid Garcia, and
I mean, at that point, it's just Kel as a solo because they.
Yeah, Kel could win as a solo.
Yeah.
The first 3 ones on the team, the roster rate, Marque,
you give him Killjoy.
Killjoy is the next one.
My IRL who doesn't play UHC
is the next one. That's the team. Kel Awesome, Marky Ross, Killjoy, and MPMG.
I had a couple people from I know in real life that have shown interest about playing international, which I find really funny to just have the most like chaotic random roster possible.
Yeah, I like Killjoy I've known for a exceptionally long time, over 10 years at this point, and like she started doing her own like content creation thing. She started doing some streaming, and like her whole like the whole point of like her vibe was she liked playing spooky shit. So I was like, she's very fun. I enjoy talking to her. She does content stuff and she loves spooky shit. So like I think this is perfect. But sadly, she's also very busy. So getting a time that works for her has been difficult. She nearly played this one, but sadly, you could not make it on the day.
My person I know from outside UHC for over 10 years has become unresponsive.
No.
Yeah, we lost him again.
He responded to me the day before the last season was supposed to go out. He said, "I'm flying home tomorrow. I'll get my episodes uploaded," and then I haven't heard a word from him since.
You guys want to hear something funny? That True Faster is still in the international Discord, just waiting.
He's just vibing, just chilling.
Yeah, he's not active, but like he's still he'll still vote, and Gavin will message him, and he'll still respond to Gavin every now and then.
Oh, fair enough.
He's like, "Oh, I can't do it right now," but it's someone with 186,000 subscribers, doesn't upload a lick of English on his channel. Just decides to play international randomly one day.
We gotta get Fukano back.
Oh, dude.
We're almost dead.
Dude, I don't know if Fukano was online today because the Arctic was saying Fukano was online.
Oh, there was an EU thing. I saw somebody Gwep was streaming an EU All Stars thing when I was just
maybe then that's what was going on.
So
yeah, well, Fukano can return, but there's some caveats with that. The main one, the first one being
give him a French team.
Yeah, it's first of all,
a French team.
Yeah, so it's basically
I think he'd also want someone he knows.
Yeah, so it's basically guaranteed it would be minimum Fukano and Gweb, which already is scary. So at the bare minimum, we wouldn't ever do that in a team of 2. In a team of 2, that would be fucked. So it's
give them Fluesmaker.
Team of 3
that was the
onwards.
plan for last season was to give them Fluesmaker, but then Fukano had internet problems on the day off.
Yeah,
that's why Fluz didn't end up playing as well.
So it's a team of 3. It would be Fukano, Gwep, and Fluz. Team of 4, Fukano, Gwep, Fluz, Brody. It's probably still a strong team, but is good. And then team of 5, someone's gonna learn French.
I know a couple of words. I can
if Gavin can make.
Can he speak French?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
Really?
Well, you're from
he's
Quebec, right?
learned it. I think Rocket knows a bit of French too.
Okay.
Well,
we'll just give.
No, that'd be funny though.
We'll give them someone who doesn't speak French, but they just set their in-game language to French, so they can just read out items when they have them.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I'm looking at the Discord. Anyone with an orange name, I've fanboyed forever. Especially
Katie Lawson.
Yeah, I'm a big
Katie Lawson.
But Katie Lawson fan.
Kowalski, Longavita,
2019.
what was it? Heroin, Zarky. Dude, I remember watching these guys all the time.
I'm so happy Harold
actually
blew up
is
on YouTube with some other stuff that makes me so happy.
Yeah, the anime stuff's going well.
Dibs.
Dibscraft.
Oh yeah, Tommy told me he had
Fukano's on here. I mean, fucking didn't Nestor play a shit ton of Phobia? Because I know he also used to.
No, we tried, but did not work.
Played AP.
I know he stays in touch whenever, especially when Brick makes an uploads an intro, or I think
he occasionally comments on on Reddit stuff. He definitely still pays attention, but
yeah,
he definitely still pays attention to what's going on. But
I remember he played UHC 10, right?
Yeah.
The man who killed him is in this channel.
Who killed
allegedly?
Mark.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
And Ginger, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Mark went crazy.
I was supposed to play UHC 10, but I think my ex, I was dating her at the time, and she was like, "No, you can't play that." I'm like, "But I have to." You don't understand.
It's the biggest UHC ever.
Nestor's gonna be there. I have to play this, and she's like, "No." I was like, "No."
I'm still so proud of some of the funny players we had there. I'm so glad we got Numdagast.
And then
he got a frag as well. God bless that man.
I didn't link to
or a photo. By the way, I've been cooking up an idea for a record around lately, but I don't know how to go about it specifically.
That's so.
That is the most wild GIF I've ever seen.
It looks like the most amateur ass gameplay, but they just win.
But my favorite UHC 10 fact is that Kieran and Parker just they were not on the same team. They just went and hung out for an entire episode on the surface.
Can we delete that one?
I'm out. Bye bye.
Bye, Foos.
Bye. Bye.
Time's at 11. Okay, I got time.
Hey, Brody, you were
Cold bake.
first frag.
We should have got. There's so many like funny people. Like we should like try to. We should try to find like the solo YOLO kid.
Oh, yo.
I guess I gotta go solo YOLO.
The RR debut of the solo YOLO guy in the
awesome.
year of our
You're
Lord.
just gonna have someone hacking in there.
He's probably grown up by now. I hope. It's been quite a while.
We get cold bacon. We got cold bacon in season 18.
Dude, for like a good solid minute, I had spent like months and months. Like, I would go to YouTube, look up like Minecraft, and then find like just recently uploaded, just to find the most obscure person who has like 30 subscribers, but like uploads all the time. It's to see if they wanted to play international.
I've started like thinking about doing that. Like, do you ever get like videos on YouTube that have like 10 views or less than your recommended? Whenever
Oh,
I
yeah.
see,
And
like,
they
Minecraft
do, like,
videos, I
you
check
want to
them out.
play
I'm like,
UHC?
maybe I could like check out this person's channel and see if I invite them to play around. I haven't done it yet, but I do have two random. I have like people have commented like on my videos and stuff and been like, "Can I play?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like I just asked
that's how
random people.
Unironically, that's how Gavin got invited to international, and then all of a sudden we're like, I was like, "Oh hey, do we want to invite this Gavin guy?" They're like, "Oh yeah, maybe soon." And then all of a sudden, like I think Gavin joined Phobia, and then he made Party of One, and then he did something else, and then he did something else, and I was like, you know
He was
what?
posting a lot of.
That was a good time.
He was posting a lot of UHC highlights. So.
Yeah. Had UHC highlights.
Well, you like when you first started playing, he played a lot of public games and made videos with them.
He was Gavin was a, I'm trying to think, he was I think he was a sub. I think Gavin was a sub for it was for sub for 15, right? Because I remember I think that was the season where like
yeah, it's one of the season without Discord, right?
Yeah, that was the season where Discord went like thankfully Discord had gone down, so I couldn't message subs, so I was like sprawling like Twitter to get people.
Oh my god, dude, fucking Twitter. I remember I messaged like a shit ton of people asking them if they wanted to be an international ages ago. It was my old Twitter, so I can't find it anymore, but it was just like I think it was just some of the most random people.
Ooh, Gavin has a reaction to the top 100 intros.
Let's go.
That's in his early. Yeah, he has a lot of UHC highlights. The first one he uploaded is Ipaka Season 6.
What? Bro. That's crazy.
And then after that it's Nuclear 5 and Simplistic 9.
Crazy.
Yeah, I got him pretty early in Nuclear. Like once he started like once he joined the R Discord and like he was posting UHC highlights in there, I invited him pretty quickly.
He had posted something a while back ago. It was like, yeah, I think some of the ones that like I would want to play, but I don't think I'll ever get invited to was like international and something else. And I was like, well, there we go.
we got you.
Got you. Someone I've always loved having around was the Bacon Brawler.
Boo! Hate that guy.
I never want to add Bacon to Phobia because then all of my players become his players.
Bacon has a strong energy. I doubt like Bacon tried to get a lot of those people, but like I think a lot of them just didn't end up working out.
Well, it's also like even if he doesn't become his players, he'll try to make him his players. And I really don't want to like add him to a Discord and then they start hearing stories about how he messaged actually yes.
So Cat and Tease isn't periodic now.
I mean, Bacon will find a way to add everyone to periodic.
I mean, Phobia is such like it's in the same area that I think international is at, where there's just a bunch of people in the Discord who like kind of like stalk the Discord and just waiting to see if they want to play every now and then. And occasionally you'll get the like random person who actually will.
I think a solid like 90% of the people with the friend role are like probably never going to play a season again. But I'm glad that they're here.
Oh yeah, well it's the same thing with international. I got so many people on here that like haven't played in probably like 10 years who are like just hanging out in there.
The hardest part
like
about like roster construction is
Oh,
that the people
I forgot
that
I need to do the international
the
post.
people that show up are the people who always play, and so like
Well,
the
it's
best
the
players are always going to be
finale.
there.
You
But
haven't asked me to do it because
Yeah.
we don't have time.
so like in a UHC recorded round, there's like 65 people in the Discord, and we had a 12 fill for a season. So it's
very good.
yeah.
A very big fail.
Yeah.
This season is like the lowest fill that we've had in a little while.
I have the.
That's really
I was genuinely surprised how small it was.
Yeah, it's the first time we've gone below 30 since season 18.
Oh
I mean, last New Dawn had very little, but that was because it was free for all.
I think
free
the
for all,
international
the
season that's
second
being
take, too.
released right now only had like 12 players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, international has always been small.
It's always been small, but
Like the big
this is pretty small. Even for internationals.
I think across the board, fills are just kind of like going down. Especially like in particular in like the old school like traditional RR stuff. Like there's still rounds that get like big fills, but they're also.
I'll be honest. I haven't been trying on invites. I've been like more like I don't want to add people unless I need subs.
Yeah, I've always been very open for adding stuff to Phobia, but however, Jamie is he's a fucking iron curtain. He will not let people get through.
I was a bit like that when I was running.
I mean, I had more people, but I never know who to add. That's like lore skilled and like fits with my roster. So it's always a struggle.
There are situations like Phobia where you kind of can be picky, where like there are some that I know of, like where sometimes you just need people.
Yeah,
especially
we're definitely not in the need of people. Like our like low fill season is still 28. That's good. That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you get a new one? Like a 21?
We had 24.
24.
It was actually like not bad for an FFA, but we did
No,
have
it's
3
pretty
subs,
decent.
so it's like 21 people. Well, Shay also subbed because Shay didn't want to play, but we needed the 4th person, like the extra person.
Dragged him in kicking.
Because I didn't want to have a season with 0 newcomers, so I made Shadenelli play, and then he killed Wing in F1. Whoops.
Holy shit! I fucking didn't know Zeneker was in the Discord.
Oh yeah, he was one of our epic newcomers who I don't think he's ever gonna play.
Dude, I remember him from Play Minecraft days. He was an old
So
friend.
funny that Vintage Beef's in here.
Oh, dude, it's wild. I remember the first time I played against Vintage Beef.
The story behind Beef is just kind of crazy because it was just a case of like before it was even before Llama was in the round as well. I was just messaging her about stuff. And like I think we're just talking about like Mindcrackers in Reddit rounds, and I mentioned that like we had tried to get Beef like previously, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, didn't you guys send like a video of Phobia's history or something like
that? That does come into this. Like I think we tried to message him like in the past. There was I think Mark was responsible for that, and he had like some interest, but like nothing really happened of it. So we're talking about that, and Llama was just like, "Oh, I can ask him. Yeah, he can make today." So that's just kind of how it happened. That's also the reason Llama's here, because it kind of felt like it felt so cheap to be like, "Hey, person who's not in the round,
but no,
get us this famous person into the UHC.
I mean,
Thank you."
I think that was the only real way you'd get Beef in the round.
Yeah,
I remember when Vintage Beef first joined the Discord. I'm like, who else is coming?
Honestly,
tell me the same way where Llama has been able to get like Bash.
Please tell me it's beat up or something.
Beef playing that season was like, it was obviously really exciting, but I thought that was like just like a neat Minecraft map. Beef playing 23 was the biggest surprise to me.
Yeah, no, honestly, the thing I'm more amazed by is not the Beef played 1 season, it's the Beef played 2.
Yeah.
He's played 2. I thought he played 1.
Yeah, he also played the Radiophobia one as well.
Dude, there's also that one Chiseled season that like was organized by Sober Bartender, and then
but that was mostly based off of
you got like Adlington and Dockham for that one. That was insane.
I think it's really I missed 2 seasons of Phobia since I joined, and it's both the ones Beef played.
I remember the first time I played against Beef.
It took me 10 years to get here. I've only wanted to play for 10 years.
The first time I played against Beef, I saw him in like episode 2 of whatever round, and that was at the time where I was killing everybody in episode 2. I'm like, I can't do that.
Dude, you talking about here waiting like 10 years to play? Just reminded me of fucking Break. like playing like the WMC cross Phobia, and then like everyone after the game being like, "Oh, Break was just talking about like how much he really wanted to play Phobia. It was really cool." Then we add him. Where is he? Where is he?
He played a party of one season.
Burnt out. I think he's burnt out on.
I
Who is
think
it?
he's just not like it. It's not. I don't think it's that. I think he's just not existent a ton in like online at the moment.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
He played a season of
He's
Party
just,
of One with
living
Botchat.
life.
I'm pretty sure nobody talked to him. He died in episode 1, and that was
He died at one in the
Look
void.
look at him having a life. What is this?
Yeah, like I don't think he checks Discord often at all. I message him on Facebook to contact him.
Wait, who is it?
So
Break
Salad.
Salad.
Yeah, I reach out on Facebook when we want to chat. So
I might recruit your efforts next season. Just at least at the very least just to gauge interest.
yeah, I'll ask him in person in November.
Whoa.
Oh, even better.
Imagine a
I'm just
Phobia
going
team,
down
but
to
it's just
Melbourne
nothing
for
but
a,
like
I'm going to
Minecraft.
Ballarat for a friend's birthday, but I'm just gonna like catch up with all the Melbourne people.
Hell yeah.
If that were to fucking happen, a Phobia season, but a team just nothing of Minecrackers. Like ex Minecrackers or whatever.
It's like
just like
Let's get
like
BTC
how
in.
long would they how long would they live because no one wants to kill them?
No, I think
that's what happened.
There's a few people in this round who I think would go for it.
Yeah.
You think
Like,
I'm not going for
I guess-
W92 badge in Ep 2?
Yeah, it depends on which person it is.
But,
I
like-
think if it was like Hermit Crafters, like if it was Etho in here, I'm like, I can't kill this, I just can't kill him. But if there's like
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
like
can't.
if it's like
I
can't.
Etho,
It's funny
B-dubs,
if I kill dude.
Beef, and
So,
like
like,
someone else.
Back in
I got
like
to kill Etho
2000
for
and,
all the
like,
fanboys.
back in like 2011,
Yeah.
I got literal death threats for saying on a YouTube comment on an Etho video that he wasn't the best PvPer of all time.
Well, you were wrong.
That
So
is a
I can go for
classic.
Etho. And then I posted about it on Reddit, and Badge said, like, don't listen to the haters.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
remember,
it's a fun thing to dream of, but I think just especially now, I think it's just like no chance. Beef is kind of like a lucky case, but he's also like he's still like very much he's busy, but he's still very around.
Oh yeah,
You cannot say that for a lot of the Minecrackers. They are not around.
I
think-
haven't followed
I think
like,
anyone,
level.
if like it'd be anyone that plays on current Hermitcraft, but they are in itself like super busy already.
Yeah, like Hermitcraft is like unironically like one of the like when it comes to like the YouTube sphere, like one of the biggest things in Minecraft. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're all like they're already going so crazy with like their own little sphere. Especially because as well, they've run UHCs in the past, but I think they've like all just seemingly just been like, yeah, we're just not interested in doing this anymore.
Yeah.
So this is a tough sell.
I think
our
them in
cancer
itself,
pages on,
it's fine because like, but guys like us who kind of mostly only really play UHC, it's much different than a bunch of guys who just play SMP. all the
UHC
time.
is the only Minecraft I play. I hate
It-
SMP.
I think, to be fair, I think it's also I think majority case as well of most people in Hermitcraft, if not all of them, are like professional content creators. They create videos so that they can make money and pay their bills for the month. And like UHC in its current state is just like the most
It's
anti-money content.
It was created back when like you could upload a 20-minute video straight and people would watch a 20-minute video straight. And
It was half an hour even back then.
Like literally like
the algorithm
is like literally like if you think about it, like what is widely considered like one of the like some of the greatest UHCs ever. Like I'm thinking of like Minecraft like season 10, and it's like, oh man, that was so good, and that was half an hour episodes, 10 episodes. Most of those episodes, nothing happens.
I remember them.
People are just thinking of like the montage.
Yeah, like you always think of like the highlights, but like in hindsight, like
Like,
nowadays.
speaking of a montage, I think that's how people would have to release UHC as content to like.
Absolutely.
I had a
live
conversation. I had a conversation with PikaClicks about this on Twitter recently. He was like, I think like UHC is like a really good game mode for content stuff. But the problem is just 20-minute episodes. You need to montage like every single aspect of it.
Yeah,
you do
so
it as one
that's what
single
the problem
episode,
is how much
like,
work
4
that is
hours.
because like obviously getting every single person to montage their perspective, unless it's an actual like YouTube event, is almost impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you'd have, like,
The other
have it
attitude is you'd
so.
have to do what Shop and Max tried to do for Lampoon 4, which was just so much work that Lampoon died because of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is
They got everyone to upload raw, and then they were going to edit each episode as a montage using everyone's perspectives together.
Oh yeah, I think
fuck,
Compass
yeah.
Rose tried to do that, like in season 2 or something.
I mean,
like
there
that.
was a name around Coalescence, which
Yeah.
did that as a montage. I mean, that ended up being kind of horrible in a way where like it just took a year for it to come out, and then there was like went through different montage makers.